540-937-3525 to learn more or schedule a meeting time.
Cedar Mountain Stone is a full-service aggregate supplier providing all sizes of VDOT-approved aggregates. Over the years, Cedar Mountain Stone has expanded their product lines to include specialized products such as stream restoration materials, security products, high-quality topsoil, and biofilter materials. The Mitchell's Quarry is located near Culpeper, 6 miles south of the intersection of routes 29 and 3. For more information or to find the right product for your next project, call 540-825-3370 or visit cedarmountainstone.com. Cedar Mountain Stone is a Dalrymple company.
We may be in the barbecue business, but our joy and commitment is in serving people and the community. Sean's Barbecue is committed to impacting lives, from our ambassadors to the guests that visit our restaurants every day. We would like for all of our ambassadors to invest time and energy in making the businesses thrive by creating a positive atmosphere, engaging with one another, and connecting with our guests. Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue. Real wood, real food, real good.
UVA Health Culpeper Medical Center is your local health center specializing in everything from allergies to weight loss. UVA Health Culpeper Medical Center cares for you and your medical needs from the time you walk in the door until the time you walk out. UVA Health Culpeper Medical Center strives to transform health and inspire hope for all Virginians and beyond. For more information on your local UVA Health Culpeper Medical Center, call 540-829-4100. Visit them at 501 Sunset Lane or visit uvahealth.com to find your nearest location. UVA Health, centering patients around all we do.
The Battlefield Area Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. The Battlefield Area Fellowship of Christian Athletes serves students in 34 high schools, 40 middle schools, and 1 university, totaling over 4,000 coaches and 21,000 athletes. The Fellowship of Christian Athletes serves local youth by building relationships that will demonstrate steadfast commitment to Jesus Christ and His Word through integrity, serving, teamwork, and excellence. For more information on their work in the local area, to view upcoming events, or to even join their team, visit battlefieldfca.org.
All Install, your local Generac backup generator dealer, is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Since 2004, All Install has provided Central Virginia with backup generators and parts at a reasonable price for the consumer. We offer free, in-home estimates, annual maintenance contracts, as well as service for all our customers' generator needs. Our Generac trained and certified technicians are friendly and knowledgeable and always ready to serve. Install or service your Generac generator with the help of All Install today. For more information, visit allinstallva.com or call 540-923-4592. All Install, dependable in your time of need.
Founded in 1972, Jefferson Home Builders has built over 2,500 homes, everything from cozy additions to showplaces. We are proud that our trade partners have worked with us for many years and understand the quality and pride we expect in each and every home we build. This dedication to quality construction has made us part of the bedrock of this community. We center our work on quality, affordability, and reliability. Choose Jefferson Home Builders for your next project by visiting them online at jeffersonhomebuilders.com or by calling 540-812-9080. Jefferson Home Builders, build with certainty.
This is the Saber Metrics pregame show, live from Culpeper County High School on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network.
We'd like to thank our friends at Jefferson Home Builders, who are our proud sponsor of this year's Culpeper Cavaliers. Founded in 1972, Jefferson Home Builders has built over 2,500 homes. Everything from cozy additions to show places. We are proud that our trade partners have worked with us for many years and understand the quality and pride we expect in each and every home we build. This dedication to quality construction has made us part of the bedrock of this community. We center our work on quality, affordability, reliability, where neighbors become lifelong friends. That's how we build generations of happy homeowners. Choose Jefferson Home Builders for your next project by visiting them online at jeffersonhomebuilders.com or by calling 540-812-9080. That's 540-812-9080. Jefferson Home Builders, build with certainty. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Culpeper County High School, home of this year's Culpeper Cavaliers. We thank you for tuning in this evening. for game number 1 against the Charlottesville Tom Sox and the Culpeper Cavaliers in Sunday evening fashion in what is a rather cool Sunday compared to the weather conditions that were on Friday. It was a muggy Friday afternoon and much less temperature-wise here, as it is roughly around 70 degrees, had about a 78-degree high on Friday. So the 8 degrees roughly is really feeling the difference here in Culpeper. We'd like to take a look at the Charlottesville starting lineup here this evening. Leading off for the Tom Sox this evening, playing center field, a 6-foot, 190-pound sophomore out of Georgia, hometown of Glenville, Georgia, number 3, Justin Thomas. In the 2 spot, playing short, a 5'11", 180-pound junior out of ODU from Chesapeake, Virginia, number 4, Kyle Edwards. In the 3 spot, a 6'4", 220-pound freshman out of UVA, hometown of Charlottesville, number 5, Henry Ford. In the 4 spot, playing right field, a 6'4", 220-pound sophomore out of Mississippi State, hometown of Lukedale, Mississippi. I'm going to assume Lucedale. Number 9, Hollis Porter. In the 5 spot, playing left field, a 6'2", 200-pound senior out of Notre Dame. From South Bend, number 27, Brady Gumpf. In the 6th spot, playing first base, a 6'2", 200-pound senior out of Notre Dame as well. From Western Springs, Illinois, number 30, Connor Hinks. In the 7th spot, doing the catching this evening, a 6'2", 220-pound sophomore out of San Jacinto College North, hometown of Crestwood, Kentucky, number 17, Jacob Bennett. In the 8th spot this evening, playing second base, a 5'11", 175-pound sophomore out of Georgia. From Fayetteville, Georgia, number 1, Josh Tate. And in the 9th spot this evening, the DH, a 6'2", 185-pound sophomore out of Ohio State. From South Euclid, Ohio, number 2, Drew Jones. And on the mound this evening for the Tom Sox, a 6'3", 175-pound right-handed pitcher, a senior out of Tampa. From Temple Terrace, Florida, from Odessa, Florida, out of High Point University. Sorry, I read the wrong player. Number 16, Braden Halliday. Again, your starting pitcher for the Charlottesville Tom Sox this evening. Tom Sox come into this evening's game on a 1-game losing streak. They lost last night's game against the Harrisonburg Turks in Charlottesville. Again, a score of 4-2. 1-2 coming into this evening's game. Their win coming against the Covington Lumberjacks at Fireman's Field. Or my apologies, that's Purcellville. Either way, Covington Lumberjacks picking up the win over them 8-1 on Friday. And their first game of the season was a loss to the Waynesboro Generals, 3-2 on Thursday the 1st. The batting leaders coming into this evening's game sitting at a 400. Let's see if I can find it. Sergio Rivera, again, a 400. Let's see, coming in at second will be Henry Ford with a 375. Josh Tate rounding in third with a 308. Coming in fourth will be Kyle Edwards with a 182 batting average. Henry Ford, the lone Tom Sox player to have a home run on the season. All other Tom Sox yet to make that mark. In the RBI column, Rivera with 4 RBIs on the season, Ford with 2. Coming in at third, let's see if I can find it, is Drew Jones with 1. And rounding in fourth with a tie is Porter. Let's see if I can find a first name here. Hollis Porter with 1. There might be more Tom Sox players coming in with 1, but point streak only goes top 4, and if there's a tie in third, they will count the 4th spot as that tie. So there could be more with 1 RBI, but unfortunately that player did not make the top 4 spot on point streak. Coming in at pitching, Garcia with a win on this season. That's not David Wilson. Let's try that again. See if I can figure out who it is before I waste too much time. Can't find it, so I'm not going to worry about it. All other pitchers for the Tom Sox yet to record a win. So coming into the strikeout column, Jarvis Evans Jr. with 8 strikeouts on the season. Jaden Kinsler coming in at second in a tie with 6, as well as Garcia with 6. Rounding out In fourth is Logan Forsythe with 3 on the season. No Tom Sox pitchers have allowed any earned runs to cross the plate this season. So with that stat, no ERAs yet on the season, which is pretty impressive for the Tom Sox coming into game number 3 on the season. The Tom Sox are batting a team combined average of 194. The most games a player has appeared in is 3, 98 at-bats, 12 runs, 19 hits, 2 doubles, 1 home run as previously stated in the individual stats, 9 RBIs on the season. Players have walked 13 times. Also, a fun stat, players have been hit by pitches 3 times, struck out 33 times in this short-lived season so far. Again, your starting pitcher for this evening will be Braden Halliday, who does not have any stats on the season, as is pretty normal for this early in the season. Most likely, most pitchers will not re-round into the starting lineup until a little bit later in the season, so this is his first start of the season. However, most games a pitcher has appeared in is 12. Let me rephrase that. A total of 12 games, even though there's only 3 games on the season. 3 pitchers have started, which makes sense. 27 innings pitched, 23 hits, 8 runs, 7 of the 8 being earned. Actually, let me take that back from my comment earlier. I don't understand how that could be. Never mind. I realized why I messed up. Okay, so I'm going to not worry about the ERA stat. Okay, anyway. 14 walks, 33 strikeouts. Got a 1-2 record is pretty obvious with the 1-2 team record. Giving up 2 doubles, no triples for a ERA given up by the team of 2.33 again in this short-lived season. We return to you on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network right after these messages from our sponsors. Back in a moment with the Culpeper Cavaliers pregame stats and starting lineups coming into this evening's game against the Charlottesville Tom Sox.
The same food you love at Sean's Table can be served at yours. Whether it's 25 or 100 guests, Sean's caters all your favorites. From brisket, pulled pork, ribs and chicken, to baked beans, mac and cheese, cornbread, and lots more. With simple online ordering, you select your meats, sides, drinks, and paper products. And don't forget our homemade desserts. All of Sean's catering can be delivered right to your table, or you can pick it up. Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue Catering. Real wood, real food, real good.
This is a brief reminder that the Valley Baseball League will not tolerate discrimination on the basis of race, religion, color, national origin, age, sex, sexual orientation, marital status, citizenship, and/or military or veteran status. The Valley Baseball League supports all of our teams in addressing these issues at their individual ballparks. Thank you for being a good sport and enjoy the game.
Integrity Automotive proudly provides expert auto and light truck repair and maintenance services to customers of the Culpeper and Locust Grove areas. With the help of Integrity Automotive, it has never been easier or more convenient to keep your car or truck in top shape. We also take the time to explain every job and always provide you with an estimate in advance. You can be assured that our technicians have been trained to repair your vehicle, old and new alike, the very first time. And we always use the right parts for your vehicle. We are a full-service shop and can handle both your basic requirements and your ultimate performance needs. From batteries to brakes to tune-ups, let us make sure your vehicle is reliable and safe. Visit your local Integrity Automotive of Culpeper at 902 South Main Street. Call Integrity Automotive at 540-727-8034 or visit them online at integrityautovA.com. Integrity Automotive, yesterday's values, today's technology.
CM Contracting and Consulting is a proud sponsor of Culpeper Cavaliers baseball. When it comes to working with clients, our golden rule takes priority. We simply want to guarantee 100% satisfaction with the work done. CM Contracting and Consulting provides general contracting and consulting services for commercial, government, and security construction. Our jobs range from small area remodeling to new building construction. We specialize in security construction, specifically security door installation and maintenance. Contact CM Contracting and Consulting at cmcontractingconsulting.com for all of your commercial construction, security construction, modular SCIF, and disaster recovery needs.
You're tuned into the Saber Metrics pregame show, live on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Saber Metrics pregame show here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network. We'll take a look at the Culpeper Cavaliers pregame stats and starting lineups coming into this game really quick. Leading off in center field, a 5'11", 175-pound junior out of Harvard, hometown Rocky River, Ohio. Number 21, Matthew Gibberti. In second, the designated hitter, 5'11", 180-pound senior out of Creighton. The designated hitter, number 5, Jack Tarosian. In the 3 spot, the shortstop from Chesapeake, Virginia, 5'10", 180-pound senior out of Radford. Number 8, Connor Butler. In the 4 spot, the first baseman from Vancouver, Washington, a 6'3", 195-pound senior out of Brown University. The first baseman, number 24, Quinn Rooks. In the 5 spot this evening, the right fielder from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, a 6'1", 175-pound junior out of Georgetown University. Number 2, Keith Savoy Jr. In the 6th spot, doing the catching from Lake Station, Indiana, 5'9", 165-pound sophomore out of Ohio State University. Number 1, Alonzo Paul. In the 7th spot, a third baseman from LaGrange, Georgia, 6'2", 190-pound senior out of Brown. Number 4, Charles Crawford. In the 8th spot, from Tampa, Florida, left fielder, 6', 180-pound junior out of Georgetown University. Number 10, Jaden Sheffield. And in the 9th spot, playing second base from Mechanicsville, Virginia, 5'10", 180-pound sophomore out of VCU. Number 6, Ethan Serrano. And on the mound this evening for the Cavaliers from St. Albans, New York, a 6'1", 200-pound right-handed pitcher, a freshman out of Georgetown, number 31, Johan Franco. Cavaliers coming into this evening's game with a first win of the season, 14-6 over the Stanton Braves at Gypsy Hill Park yesterday evening. They come into the game 1-2 on a 1-game win streak. The batting leaders for the Cavaliers, Keith Savoy with a 600 average. Matt Gibberti coming in second with a 545. Jack Tarosian coming in third with a 364. And Connor Butler coming in fourth with a 300. Connor Butler with the lone home run on the season for the Cavaliers coming in Friday's game against Front Royal. Connor Butler also leading the RBI column with 3, Quinn Rooks with 2, Jack Tarosian with 2 as well. Peterson coming in fourth with 1. Jay Aguiana with 1 win on the season, the lone pitcher on the Cavaliers staff with 1 win. Carter Rasmussen with 4 strikeouts. Again in second with a tie with Colt Ryder with 2 strikeouts. Zach Smith rounding out in fourth with 1. Austin Tomasini and Colt Ryder both lead the ERA column with 0. Jay Aguiana with 2.25, and Carter Rasmussen rounding in fourth with a 4.50 ERA on the season. The most games the players appeared in is 3, which is pretty obvious. The team is combining a batting average of 241. 87 at-bats, 17 runs, 21 hits, 5 doubles, 1 home run, 11 RBIs, 11 walks, 8 hit-by pitches, 28 strikeouts in this short-lived season. Johan Franco coming into this evening's game clean of stats, as I stated in the Charlottesville lineup. The teams most likely are playing new pitchers, as the re-round lineups will probably happen soon in the season, maybe a week or 2 later. So Johan Franco is coming in pretty fresh coming into this evening's game. We take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network as the first pitch is thrown out, and the national anthem will be played here momentarily in-house. Back with you in just a moment on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network.
You can buy a car almost anywhere, in the city, in the country, even online. So how do you choose? At Battlefield Culpeper, we think our people make the difference. Many live right here in Culpeper. We're your neighbors. That's why our service techs get the job done right the first time, or why our sales team does the most repeat business in the area. And when you have a question, we're on it. That makes our managers very happy. You can buy a car anywhere, but you'll want to buy it from Battlefield Culpeper, because we are Culpeper.
Located a mile west of downtown Culpeper, just off Route 29, Mountain Run Winery is set on 36 acres within a larger swath of farmland. With as many as 20 wines produced each year, you would be hard-pressed to find this many quality wines at a winery of our size. We specialize in small batch production of a range of varietals. We have multiple Best in Virginia award-winning wines. For more information, call 703-638-5559 or visit mountainrunwinery.com. Ready to try some of their farm-to-bottle award-winning wines on site? Visit them at 10753 Mountain Run, Lake Road in Culpeper. On-site consumption only offered every Friday through Sunday. Curbside pickup available daily. Call ahead to reserve a time. You must be 21 years or older to indulge. Drink responsibly.
Bragg's Corner Properties is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Located just off major highways Route 29 bypass, routes 3, 15, and 17, yet close to shopping centers within town limits such as Culpeper Colonnade and the Center at Culpeper, Bragg's Corner offers a great place for an entrepreneur to start a business or for an existing business to expand or relocate. Bragg's Corner is home to some of your favorite national chains and some of the finest small businesses in the area. Bragg's Corner is ready to help make your business transition into this ever-expanding commercial area. Enjoy the freedom to start, grow, or expand your business today. For questions or to open your lease, visit Bragg's Corner Properties online at braggscorner.com. That's BRAGGS corner.com. Bragg's Corner Properties, where business meets success. Bragg's Corner Properties is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Located just off major highways Route 29 bypass, routes 3, 15, and 17, yet
with more than 50 years of providing Culpeper and the surrounding areas with top-quality building supplies, Cherry Street Building Supply is your trusted resource for all projects. Whether you're a contractor or a do-it-yourselfer, we give you the attention you simply don't get at the big box stores. Our helpful staff is very knowledgeable with more than 150 years of combined experience in the field. Visit Cherry Street Building Supply at 1418 Orange Road or online at cherrystbuildingsupply.com or call 540-825-0397. See us at Cherry Street Building Supply for all your building supply needs.
At City Light Baptist Church, we are a community of people God has chosen and preserved for Himself, who love, follow, learn from, and worship God together. We believe that by bringing the good, beautiful, life-changing message of God's love to the Culpeper community, we can effectively reach our culture, our country, and our world. Serving in Culpeper also provides us with a unique opportunity to love and serve the next generation of leaders. Simply put, we are a loving church that brings the loving message of a loving God to a lost world. For more information on City Light Baptist Church, visit us online at citylightculpeper.org or give us a call at 540-321-4400. Worship services are held every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. at City Light Baptist Church. Worship with us at 1121 Sperryville Pike in Culpeper.
Design Options Incorporated is a proud supporter of Culpeper Cavaliers baseball. At Design Options, we provide architectural services for custom-drawn residential and commercial plans at a reasonable cost. We provide architectural services for custom house plans, commercial projects, renovation and additions, and garages, barns, and stables. We pride ourselves in helping every client design their project to perfectly fit their needs. Our finished product is a construction plan guaranteed to meet the permit requirements of Virginia. To get in touch with us today, call 540-825-4656 or visit their website at designoptionsinc.com.
This is Culpeper Cavaliers baseball.
Popped into left center, looks to drop, and it will not be missed by the center fielder out there. Matthew Gibberti making the dive out in center.
You're tuned in on the Culpeper Cavaliers baseball radio network.
That was a home run for Connor Butler. Connor Butler with the solo home run off the first pitch.
Now, it's time for baseball on the Culpeper Cavaliers baseball radio network.
That phrase is a little bit misleading. It's almost time for baseball, but since I didn't allot enough time, we're going to take a quick look around the Valley League this evening. Harrisonburg hosting the Front Royal Cardinals. Sitting in a pregame this evening. Again, Harrisonburg hosting the Front Royal Cardinals. Purcellville Cannons hosting the Woodstock River Bandits. The visiting Woodstock River Bandits hold a 1-0 lead over the homestanding Cannons at Fireman's Field. The Winchester Royals this evening travel to Waynesboro for a game. That game has started, but no score yet from either team. The Covington Lumberjacks host the Strasburg Express. That game has also started, but no score yet coming out of that game. And last but certainly not least, the Newmarket Rebels host the Stanton Braves at 7:30 at Rebel Park. As we get set and ready to start things off, I'd like to thank our friends at CM Contracting and Consulting for their sponsorship of this season and also for their sponsorship of the uniforms this season. And again, our apologies if you notice any technical difficulties with our camera. It's hanging on by a thread for some reason. I think I've diagnosed the problem. So I hope that within the next week or so, that problem will be fixed. But as of right now, we're still hanging a little bit for hope. I'm watching the playback, and it's got about a 20-second delay, so the sentence when I started it is probably playing right now. But in the meantime, the Charlottesville Tom Sox will start things off with the leadoff batter, Justin Thomas, a 6'1", 190-pound sophomore. Will pop that one out of play, foul ball. And it's probably going to make me sign back in. I forgot to do that before the game. Let me check here really quick. Nope, it's not. Wow. As the camera goes back out right as I click away. Again, my apologies. That probably will keep happening. But in the meantime, foul number 1 comes in. Pitch 2 comes in, misses ball 1. So the count is now even at a down count, 1-1 for Justin Thomas in this first plate appearance of this evening's game. So here comes the 1-1 count. That one misses for ball 2 to the batter, Justin Thomas. Johan Franco in his first start for the Cavaliers this season as he deals the 2-1 coming in. That is pop bouncing ball down to second and through for a base hit. So the leadoff batter, Justin Thomas, will get on base off of a bouncing ball. That gets past the Cavaliers second baseman Serrano, as that brings up the shortstop Kyle Edwards to the plate for the Tom Sox this evening. So the Tom Sox have a man on first in the form of the leadoff batter, Justin Thomas. Kyle Edwards coming up for the second plate appearance in the lineup. First pitch to him in the meantime is a ball, so ball 1 is the call for Kyle Edwards as he starts up in the count, 1-0. So here comes the 1-0 pitch. That is cut on, playable into left center, chasing Gibberti over, and he will make the catch in left center for out number 1. So down goes Kyle Edwards as he pops out to the center fielder. That brings up the third batter in the lineup, Henry Ford, the third baseman this evening. Kyle Edwards goes down 0 for 1. He's 2 for 11 coming into this evening's game. That's a 181. As I stated in the pregame, no Tom Sox have hit home runs, as the throw back to first is not in time to pick the out. Again, our apologies for the camera keeping on cutting out. It's hanging on by a thread. I don't know what's going on. I've tried to play around with it before this game, and it's still doing it. As that's popped in the direction of short, gets past for a base hit. So Henry Ford gets on after a bouncing ball base hit, and Justin Thomas will steal to third on the way. That brings up Hollis Porter to the plate, the right fielder this evening. So there are 2 hits on the board for the Tom Sox coming into this fourth at-bat of this evening's game. And now the camera has gone completely out. My apologies. I don't know what in the world is going on here. I think it's just loose wiring somewhere as ball 1 comes in. In the meantime, Henry Ford stealing to second. So 1-0 is the count coming to the fourth batter in the lineup, Hollis Porter. As Johan Franco sets on the mound, looks at third. Here comes the pitch. That is fouled back to the fence. So that's the first strike of the at-bat for the batter, Hollis Porter. And For those of you who obviously can't see what I'm doing, I'm keeping a scorebook for the first time in, probably 4 years now, I believe. So I'm going to be paying a lot of attention to that to make sure that's right, because if you tuned into the Front Royal game on Friday, I had a different sheet. I mean, you obviously didn't know that, but I mentioned my stat sheet, and I tried to organize it as best as I could. I made it myself, but unfortunately, I really didn't do well on it, and it wasn't that good of a design. So I decided today to go out and buy a scorebook, and I'm kind of rusty at it, but we're going to go ahead as the 1-1 comes in, misses downstairs, ball 2. So the count is 2-1 now coming to the batter, Hollis Porter, who's got Justin Thomas on third and Henry Ford on second for the Tom Sox. So Franco sets and deals the 2-1. That one goes through the heart of the strike zone. Strike 2 is the call, and I believe the camera, nope, it just went out for a second unless that's on a delay. I don't know what happened there, but it's on my screen. I don't know. I really don't understand what's going on right now. In the meantime, 2-2 is the count to the batter as he swings and misses for strike 3. Got him on a strikeout, and that's the first one of the game for Johan Franco, as Brady Gumpf will come up to the plate, the left fielder. Actually, that might have been when I unplugged it for a quick second. I'm not too sure. I've got like 4 things going on right now. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, as Franco coming in with the opening pitch of the at-bat that is cut on and missed for a strike 1 swinging. So Gumpf goes down in the count 0-for-1 with 2 outs on the board in this top of the first. No score yet from the Tom Sox, but they've got runners threatening second and third in the form of Justin Thomas and Henry Ford. As Franco sets on the mound and deals it, that one misses downstairs, ball 1. So the count now evens in the favor of Gumpf. 1-1 is the count. I don't know if it's this pen doing it or what, but there's a pen underneath the cable connection for the camera, but I moved it and it did the colorful bars that you see as Gumpf cuts and misses again for strike 2. So the count is now 1-2, this time in the favor of the pitcher Franco. So Franco sets on the mound. He's got runners on second and third. With 2 outs, here comes the pitch. That's popped in the direction of third. Looking to make the scoop and the play at first. It is in time for the Cavaliers. What a play from 5-3 rather, from Crawford to Rooks to retire the side. As we go into the bottom half of the first, it's a scoreless game. Anything is possible for the Cavaliers as we return to you right after this brief break.
The PATH Foundation has been here since 2013. Our focus is in 4 priority areas: childhood wellness, senior services, mental health, and workforce development. Our mission is to strengthen the health and vitality of our community. We have touched pretty much every nonprofit in our footprint. We've invested over $17 million in our community. It's a great honor and responsibility to be doing this work. And we look forward to working with our board leadership, nonprofits, businesses, and community at large in the years to come.
This message is brought to you by the PATH Foundation. For more information on the PATH Foundation's missions, visit path4u.org or feel free to call them at 540-680-4100. Thank you, PATH Foundation, for your support of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Do you have a child that dreams of being a baseball star of the future? Why not sign them up to learn from today's best of collegiate baseball? Your Culpeper Cavaliers will be hosting 2 separate camps that go over 4 fundamental areas that baseball players experience throughout the game. With the instruction from the camp, your child will learn fundamentals between fielding and hitting and pitching and catching. The fielding and hitting camp will run from Monday, June 26th to Tuesday, June 27th. This camp is open for children ages 6 to 17. The pitching and catching camp will run from Monday, July 10th through Tuesday, July 11th. This camp will serve children from ages 8 to 17. Camps run from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. on the respective dates and are held at the Culpeper County High School baseball field, home of the Culpeper Cavaliers. The cost for camps is $50 each. If you need directions, here's the address: 14240 Achievement Drive, Culpeper. The baseball field is located directly behind the high school. To sign your child up today, visit culpepercavaliers.org/youth-camps. We hope to see you at the field for camps and for the regular season. And let's go Cavaliers! Welcome back to baseball on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network as we go into the bottom half of the first inning. It is a scoreless ball game as anything is possible early on, and the Cavaliers will call up the center fielder out of Radford, Matthew Gibberti, to lead things off here. As the starting pitcher for the Tom Sox, Halliday, pitches that one, and it's a ground to second. The play at first is in time. So it will be a 4-3 to start things off for the Cavaliers as Gibberti goes down, one out on the board, as the Cavaliers will call up their designated hitter this evening, Jack Tarosian out of Creighton. So Gibberti rather, coming into this game 6 for 11. Tarosian coming in 4 for 11. That's a 363. He's got 2 of the Cavaliers' RBIs coming into this evening's game as the first pitch to him misses for ball 1. So the count is 1-0 to start things off here for Tarosian in his first plate appearance of this evening's contest. And the second pitch comes in, and it's fouled down the first base line. Will stay in the ballpark, but strike 1 is the call as the count evens out for the batter, Jack Tarosian. My apologies, I've been pronouncing that wrong. I have a friend whose last name rather is pronounced Tarosian, spelled exactly the same, but I got to get used to that. It's Tarosian, so my apologies for that. But Jack Tarosian facing a 1-1 on the next pitch as that one comes in, misses ball 2. So the count now goes up for Tarosian, 2 balls and 1 strike, with 1 out on the board in this bottom half of the first. Strike 2 comes in on a foul ball, and the count now evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes for the batter Tarosian in his first plate appearance of this evening's game. Again, he's 4 for 11 coming into tonight's game. That's a 363. As Braden Halliday putting him to work. Here comes the pitch. That one is grounded to the second baseman. The play at first is in time, so it's another 4-3 on the field as out number 2 comes in. Great work from Tate to Hinks to record the out as Connor Butler comes in for the Cavaliers to bat playing shortstop this evening for the Cavaliers. So the Cavaliers so far looking to get the bats hot. They've struggled so far, sending 2 up and taking them back almost immediately. Jack Tarosian getting his at-bat to work as that's fouled off of the end of the bat for strike 1 as Connor Butler faces an 0-1 to start things off. So the Cavaliers calling up after Butler will be Quinn Rooks if we get there, as Connor Butler is the last due up out of the first 3 as that one is popped playable towards first base, chasing Hinks over, and he will make the catch for out number 3 as we retire the side here for the first inning. No score yet from either team as it's a pop out to 3 for the third out. Cavaliers Baseball has been into you on the air on YouTube Live as a part of this year's Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network. We return to you back in a moment, right after these quick messages.
Integrity Automotive proudly provides expert auto and light truck repair and maintenance services to customers of the Culpeper and Locust Grove areas. With the help of Integrity Automotive, it has never been easier or more convenient to keep your car or truck in top shape. We also take the time to explain every job and always provide you with an estimate in advance. You can be assured that our technicians have been trained to repair your vehicle, old and new alike, the very first time. And we always use the right parts for your vehicle. We are a full-service shop and can handle both your basic requirements and your ultimate performance needs. From batteries to brakes to tune-ups, let us make sure your vehicle is reliable and safe. Visit your local Integrity Automotive of Culpeper at 902 South Main Street. Call Integrity Automotive at 540-727-8034 or visit them online at integrityautovA.com. Integrity Automotive, yesterday's values, today's technology.
The Law Office of Robert C. Hudson is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. The Law Office of Robert C. Hudson, PLLC, can help serve clients with real estate, civil litigation, land use and zoning, creditor rights, business law, and estates and probate. For more information, visit freyhudson.com or call 540-825-0701. The Law Office of Robert C. Hudson, serving the legal needs of clients in the Piedmont of Virginia for over 40 years. Thank you to the Law Office of Robert C. Hudson for your support of Culpeper Cavaliers baseball.
Welcome back to the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network as we return to you. The first baseman, Connor Hinks, faces 1-0 on the next pitch from Franco. As the 1-0 comes in, misses 2-0. So the leadoff batter for the frame, Connor Hinks, facing 2-0 coming into the next one. He's playing first base this evening for the Tom Sox as that one comes in, misses ball 3. So he faces a 3-0 early on in this first at-bat for him of this evening's game. As Franco sets for the 3-0 and deals, that one goes down the heart of the strike zone for strike number 1 of the at-bat. So Hinks finally faces his first strike of this evening's first plate appearance for him. Franco sets on the mound and deals it. 3-1, misses ball 4. So it's a base on balls for Connor Hinks, the first that the starting pitcher for the Cavaliers, Johan Franco, has given up, as the catcher, Jacob Bennett, comes up to the plate for the Tom Sox. Bennett, the 7th batter in the original lineup out of Crestwood, Kentucky, a 6'2", 220-pound right-handed sophomore, San Jacinto College North, comes up for his first plate appearance as the first pitch to him misses 4, ball 1. So the count is 1-0 to start things off here for Bennett in plate appearance number 1. And Johan Franco, as of late, has been looking to get a strike across more than one time, as that one misses ball 2. So the count is now 2-0 coming to Bennett in his first plate appearance. And Johan Franco really looking to get a strike across here. He's gotten 1 for the last, let me do my math here, 5-6 pitches, as that one is fouled out way outside on the third base side, out of play. So the count is now 2 balls and 1 strike for the Tom Sox first baseman, or excuse me, catcher rather, Jacob Bennett. I got to get used to now shifting down instead of shifting over a little bit, or however I had my stat sheet, as the 2-1 comes in, misses, and it's a stolen base on the field. Ball 3 in the meantime for the Tom Sox catcher at the plate, and it looks like head coach Brandon Mack will take a quick strut out to the mound as we take a quick sideline here for a brief station identification, and we're back with you in roughly 10 seconds here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network.
You're tuned in on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network.
So Johan Franco getting his first look at Brandon Mack on the mound coming into this evening's contest. And I believe yes, it still says the bottom. I've now pressed that button 3 times for it to switch. Finally, it did. Sorry about it saying the bottom of the second. It is the top of the second. The Tom Sox are batting, and they have Jacob Bennett, the catcher, at the plate with a 3-1 count coming into the at-bat. The Tom Sox also have Connor Hinks on second following a walk, and I just realized I did my scorebook for that wrong. I'm supposed to circle at the top instead of write it. As he gets to second off of a stolen base, here comes the 3-1. That misses ball 4, and that is the second straight walk that Franco has given up here in this second inning. As the Tom Sox, rather, will call up Josh Tate, the second baseman for the Tom Sox, for his first plate appearance of this evening's ball game, playing second base, if I didn't say that already, out of Fayetteville, Georgia, a 5'11", 175-pound righty, a sophomore out of the University of Georgia. And again, I'm watching as the stream is coming through. It's on about a 15-second delay, so I'm addressing this later than you would see it, as the first pitch comes in and misses ball 1. So Josh Tate starts up in the count 1-0 for his first plate appearance, but I've just ordered a piece that may be broken on my computer. It's an adapter, so hopefully that is the problem. That'll be here next week for any Cavaliers fans who are discouraged, as that is lined into left for a base hit. And one run will come around and will score, make it 2 on the play. But will they get him? No, they won't at the plate. It's a 2-run RBI, if you will, for Josh Tate as he rounds it to second, a 2-run RBI double. As Jacob Bennett and Connor Hinks come around for the score, as Drew Jones, the designated hitter, will round things out for the first 9 that the Tom Sox rather have sent up. I don't know why I always want to say Cavaliers for the visiting team. But in the meantime, the designated hitter for this evening, Drew Jones, comes from South Euclid, Ohio. The first pitch to him is missed, or rather second pitch is a ball. 1-1 is the count for Drew Jones, the designated hitter. Correction, it is 3-1. I don't know what I've missed. Obviously wasn't paying attention, but 3 balls and 1 strike as that's bunted on the third base side. They won't get to him in time as he is safe at first on the bunt. So that will call up the original first batter in the lineup, Justin Thomas, playing center field. He went around to third before the frame was over, as the Cavaliers have yet to record an out. Josh Tate, the man standing on third for the Tom Sox. Drew Jones standing on first off of a beautifully placed bunt, as Johan Franco sets on the mound, stares down third, and I couldn't tell if that right foot stepped off the rubber, but it was pretty close if it didn't, as he sets up again and deals the pitch. That is popped up into right. Looks to be playable by Savoy. He will make the catch, and the runner will get back to first, but he is out. That was not a good call by the Tom Sox first base coach, as that recorded the second out on a rather wicked double play. And that is the first out for Justin Thomas, as he pops out to right. And Drew Jones is caught stealing on the play for out number 2. As Kyle Edwards comes up, the shortstop, he cuts and misses on the first one for strike 1. I realized I did not reset my count, so apologies there. It's 0-1. I probably should be paying attention to the stream feed I'm watching as well, but I guess I'm not. Here comes the 0-1. That one misses, ball 1. Now the count's 1 ball and a strike to the second batter in the original lineup, Kyle Edwards, who is playing short this evening. Kyle is a resident of Chesapeake, Virginia, 5'11", 180-pound switch-hitting righty, a junior from ODU, as he pops that one into the gap in right center. 1 run comes home in the form of Josh Tate, as he rounds, and it's a 3-0 ball game in the favor of the Charlottesville Tom Sox. It's an RBI, or my apologies. Hold on a second. Where did he go? He went to second. Okay, there he is. So he's RBI double on the play for Kyle Edwards. As Henry Ford comes up for his second plate appearance of this evening's game, he went to second the last time off of a single. As the first pitch comes into the at-bat, down in the dirt as it hits in front of the plate. As Kyle Edwards rounds to third. 1-0 count coming in from Franco as he will get ready to set. Stares down the batter. Got a runner on third in the form of Kyle Edwards. Franco sets, deals the 1-0. They will get him. They don't do a check, as it was more visible from behind the plate. Strike 1 is the call. Count mirrors 1-1 with 2 outs down in this top half of the second. The Tom Sox lead 3-0. Here comes the 1-1. That one's through the heart of the strike zone on a looking strike. Strike 2 is the call. 1-2 is the count for Henry Ford. As he pops that one into left, will drop in the corner of left for a base hit. Charlottesville picks up another as Kyle Edwards crosses. It's an RBI double for Henry Ford, and the Tom Sox now lead 4-1. The right fielder, Hollis Porter, coming up to the plate for the Tom Sox for plate appearance number 2. Last time he came up was a swinging strike for out number 2 in the first inning. Porter comes in to this evening's game from Lukedale, Mississippi, a 6'4", 220-pound lefty batter, righty thrower sophomore out of Mississippi State University. Here comes the opening pitch of the at-bat. That one misses, almost pings his ankles for ball 1. Count is 1-0 to start things off here for Porter in plate appearance number 2 of this evening's ball game. So Franco Set's got a man on second in the form of Henry Ford as that one comes through the strike zone. Strike 1 is the call. 1-1 is the count now for the batter Porter. Again, last time he came up, he struck out swinging. He is 2 for 12 coming into this evening's game with a 166 batting average and an RBI as that one's popped to short. The play at first is in time for the out. So the Cavaliers pick up a little bit of steam at the end of the frame, but unfortunately 4 runs come across for the Charlottesville Tom Sox. As the third out is recorded by Hollis Porter, we go to the bottom half of the frame right after these brief messages from our sponsors here at the Culpeper Cavaliers.
With over 30 years experience, Settle Excavating and Construction Incorporated offers Culpeper and surrounding counties top-notch services in modular construction, remodeling, additions, site work, and driveways. Pick one of our floor plans to customize, or bring us your plan. We are authorized builders for nationwide homes. For more information, contact Settle Excavating and Construction by phone at 540-547-2898 or visit us online at settleconstruction.com.
The Law Office of Robert C. Hudson is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. The Law Office of Robert C. Hudson, PLLC, can help serve clients with real estate, civil litigation, land use and zoning, creditor rights, business law, and estates and probate. For more information, visit freyhudson.com or call 540-825-0701. The Law Office of Robert C. Hudson, serving the legal needs of clients in the Piedmont of Virginia for over 40 years. Thank you to the Law Office of Robert C. Hudson for your support of Culpeper Cavaliers baseball.
So the Charlottesville Tom Sox have responded for the first score of the game. They now lead 4-0 going into this bottom half of the second as Quinn Rooks steps into the batter's box for his first plate appearance of this evening's ball game. As the first pitch to him in the meantime is missed for ball 1. 1-0 is the count to Rooks on this next pitch coming from the starter, Braden Halliday, as that one will be grounded to third base line and just about called foul. That was, in fact, a beautifully placed hit by the first baseman, Rooks, but unfortunately for him, he did not get it to go, and my apologies. The camera has gone out again. My goodness, this is starting to get a little irritating. I don't know what is going on here. So our camera is currently out right now. My apologies. I don't know what is going on with it. Here it comes. It should be back now. There we go. So 1-1 is the count coming to Quinn Rooks, as he is pinged on that one. So he will get a free bag, a 90-foot walk of fame for Quinn Rooks in his first plate appearance of this evening's game. As Keith Savoy comes up to the plate, the right fielder for the Cavaliers this evening. Keith Savoy comes to the Cavaliers from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. A 6'1", 175-pound righty will pop that one into right. Going back is the right fielder. He will make the catch for out number 1. So Savoy goes down on a pop out to right. As Alonzo Paul, the catcher for this evening for the Cavaliers, will come up to the plate for his first plate appearance of this evening's ball game. Paul comes from Ohio State University. Lake Station, Indiana is his home. 5'9", 165-pound righty sophomore, again from the Ohio State University. As the pitcher Braden Halliday will set up on the mound. And we'll throw back to first for the pickoff, but it is not in time. Halliday sets and deals it. That's popped up. Looks to be playable by the third baseman Ford. He will make the catch for out number 2. And my apologies, I don't know why it's saying home is now, or it's the top of the second. I've switched it, and it says that Culpeper has the offensive set, and it's not switching. So I don't know. Oh, I see what's wrong. It's not even registering. That's why. So let me go ahead and refresh that really quick in the meantime. My apologies, folks, that we are having this many technical difficulties. There we go. So 2 outs on the board in this bottom half of the second. Tom Sox lead 4-0. Here comes the first pitch of the at-bat. It's down the strike zone. Strike 1 is the call to Charles Crawford in his first plate appearance. Just a note, Paul was 0 for 2 coming into that at-bat. He's 0 for 3 now, and Charles Crawford is 0 for 9 coming into this evening's game, as the pick back to first is not in time. So Charles Crawford faces 0-1 on the next one from Halliday, as he sets, looks down to the batter, rather. That's better wording, and deals the pitch. That one is missed, ball 1. So Charles Crawford faces his first pitch that he would like to go by him for ball 1. Count is even now 1 ball, 1 strike, as the Cavaliers have Quinn Rooks on first following an HBP. Halliday sets and deals the 1-1. That is cut on into the gap in right center. Will it be caught? It will be caught. No, it will be dropped, rather, by a diving Porter. Certainly would have been an amazing play for the center fielder to make if he got that catch to go, but unfortunately for him, he just missed it. And what it looked like from the naked eye over here, it looked like that Porter had the catch, but dropped it on contact with the ground, as at least my terrible eyes saw that he made that catch, but then scrambled to pick the ball up. So unfortunately, he could not make that clutch play to end the frame, and now the Cavaliers have a runner in scoring position and threaten the corners as well, as Jaden Sheffield will come up and pop that one as a bloop to left. The Cavaliers get on the board. It's an RBI single from Jaden Sheffield. And the Cavaliers now trail 4-1 here in the bottom half of the second inning. As the ninth batter in the original lineup, Ethan Serrano comes up to the plate. Let me see here. Charles Crawford is the man on second. So let me see here. He's on second off of a single. I'm not marking singles for some reason. In the meantime, Halliday sets, looks back at second. Crawford got a pretty hefty leadoff, deals the pitch. That one's bobbled behind the plate. Both runners will advance a base, and now the runners threaten second and third, possibly in scoring position R2. So Charles Crawford is in definite scoring position as well. Jaden Sheffield is possibly in scoring position for the Cavaliers here in this bottom half of the second. 2 outs on the board. Cavaliers trail now 4-1 with runners possibly 2 in scoring position, 1 for sure. As Halliday sets, looks to third. He'll look back to the batter and deal the pitch. That one's downstairs, ball 1. Or my apologies, ball 2, rather. I saw the scoreboard said 1, and I said, or my brain wanted to say, hey, let's read 1. No, 2. Ball 2 is the count. 2-0 is the count. Wait, I said count twice. Ball 2 is the call. 2-0 is the count. There we go. I'm getting a little bit better. I still need about a week. 2-0 count from Halliday. Here comes the pitch. As that one will get him swinging and missing for strike 1. So Ethan Serrano gets a pitch to go by him that he now knows will be called. As 2-1 is the count, Halliday sets. Right-handed pitcher swings that right arm before he sets in his glove. And will deal the 2-1. That is cut on and fouled to the Charlottesville dugout. So the count now evens from a 2-0 to a 2-2. In this bottom half of the second, the Tom Sox lead 4-1. But the Cavaliers have runners on second and third in the form of Jaden Sheffield and Charles Crawford, respectively. 1, possibly 2 in scoring position, depending on what Ethan Serrano can do with this plate appearance. As the 2-2 comes in, misses in the opposing batter's box downstairs, ball 3. And just like that, Serrano goes from a 2-0 to a full count on the next pitch. So again, runners on second and third for the Cavaliers as Serrano fills the count from a 2-0. So the batter the batter facing Halliday faces 3-2. Here comes the pitch that is popped and fouled back. The count remains where it is at a full count, 2 outs. Bottom of the second, Tom Sox lead 4-1 over the homestanding Cavaliers. Cavaliers look to stay in the win column after a 14-6 win over Stanton last night. The Tom Sox looking to get back into the winning column after a 4-2 loss to Harrisonburg at their home turf. As the payoff comes in, that is popped up, looks to be playable into left. Chasing up Gump, he will make the catch and retire the side. So that will do it for the bottom half of the second. Cavaliers strand 2. And I'll get back into a story on that in just a second since we're going to a break. Cavaliers trail 4-1 going into the top half of the third on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network.
The Battlefield Area Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. The Battlefield Area Fellowship of Christian Athletes serves students in 34 high schools, 40 middle schools, and 1 university, totaling over 4,000 coaches and 21,000 athletes. The Fellowship of Christian Athletes serves local youth by building relationships that will demonstrate steadfast commitment to Jesus Christ and His Word through integrity, serving, teamwork, and excellence. For more information on their work in the local area, to view upcoming events, or to even join their team, visit battlefieldfca.org.
The Rotary Club of Culpeper is part of a worldwide organization of business and professional leaders that provides humanitarian service, encourages high ethical standards in all vocations, and helps build goodwill and peace in the world. More than 1.2 million Rotarians belong to more than 32,000 Rotary clubs located in over 200 countries. The main objective of Rotary is service, in the community, in the workplace, and throughout the world. Rotarians develop community service projects that address many of today's most critical issues, such as children at risk, poverty and hunger, the environment, illiteracy, and violence. They also support programs for youth, educational opportunities, and international exchanges for students, teachers, and other professionals, and vocational and career development. The Rotary motto is service above self. For more information about your local Rotary Club of Culpeper, visit rotaryclubofculpeper.org.
Welcome back to the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network. If you're just joining us, it is a 4-1 ball game in the favor of the Charlottesville Tom Sox, who have had the advantage since the top half of the second. And the Cavaliers got one on in the bottom half of the frame, but couldn't convert anymore as they had one on third, or a man on second and third. As the Tom Sox will call up Brady Gump to the plate, the left fielder this evening. Last time he went in, picked up the third out of the first inning off of a third to first throw for the third out in the the top of the first, my apologies. So Gump looking to get his first hit of this evening's ball game, as the Cavaliers looking to put him down. As Franco sets and deals the first pitch of the at-bat, it's low and away. Ball 1 is the call. 1-0 is the count to the leadoff batter for the frame, 5th in the original lineup. Franco sets for the 1-0. He will deal. And that one is cut on and missed. Called strike 1, ball 1, strike 1 is your count for the batter now. Due up in this frame is Gump, who's at the plate, followed by Hinks on deck and Bennett in the hole for the Tom Sox as the 1-1 comes in through the heart of the strike zone, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strike count now coming to the batter Gump, who again is looking for his first bit of action in tonight's game. He went 5-3 on the first one for the third out in the first inning. As Franco sets and deals the 1-2, that is popped up in the direction of center. chasing up the center fielder, Gibberti. He will rather be the second baseman, Serrano, to make the catch. So it's a pop out to 4 as we go down to Connor Hanks, the first baseman in the lineup. 6th in the original batting order. He walked the first time and came around as one of the 4 Tom Sox runs to score. And I really don't understand why it's still saying 3. I hit the button. It's 4 now. There we go. Sorry about that. Again, I don't know if I said this yet, but these buttons on this scoreboard are very, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess very irresponsive is the correct word I'm looking for. I can hit it 4 times, and sometimes it will not switch. In the meantime, a 1-0 count coming to Connor Hanks from Franco. That one misses as well, ball 2. So the count is now 2-0 coming to the batter Hanks for plate appearance number 2 of this evening's game.
The batter is number 30, Connor Hanks.
I've just been informed the new pitcher is Austin Tomasini coming in as that one is fouled away on the third base side out of play. So Austin Tomasini setting on the mound for the Cavaliers as Johan Franco, I just realized I hit 4. It was right. My apologies. Tomasini dealing that one 3-1 count now. Coming to the batter, Connor Hanks. Here comes the 3-1. That one will go down the strike zone. That looked like a little bit of a questionable call there to the batter, Hanks. And honestly, I kind of agree with him. That looked like it went more towards the right-handed batter's box as Hanks is a lefty. Either way, the count is full at 3-2 as Tomasini sets on the mound after battling back. He will deal the pitch. That one misses, ball 4. So Connor Hanks gets a base on balls and will take a 90-foot walk of fame as the catcher Jacob Bennett will come up to the plate, who also walked in his first plate appearance in the last frame. He also rounded for one of the 4 Tom Sock runs as well. The pick back to first is not in time to the now runner, Connor Hanks. There is 1 out on the board in this top half of the third. Charlottesville leads 4-1 as the batter Bennett faces now a 1-0 on the next pitch. Tomasini subbing in for Johan Franco after 2 complete. Here comes the pitch. That one misses upstairs. Was close to pinging Bennett in the head for ball 2. The count is now 2-0 coming to Jacob Bennett, who is 7th in the original lineup. The pick back to first is not in time again. That's the second time that the Cavaliers have tried to get that to go in this plate appearance, and unfortunately for them, have not gotten it. Tomasini sets on the mound and will deal the 2-0. That one goes downstairs, ball 3. So Jacob Bennett faces 3-0 on the next one after basically watching everything go by and just say, I'll just leave that alone, which makes perfect sense as 2 pitches have gone downstairs and 1 gone way upstairs. Tomasini deals the 3-0. That one goes down the strike zone. First strike of the at-bat for Bennett. It's a 3-1 count now coming to the catcher. Again, 4-1 ball game in the favor of the Tom Sox. Top of the third. 1 out on the board off of a pop-out by Brady Gumpf early on in this third inning, as that is fouled away out of play on the first base side, and it is now a 3-2 count.
Another chance for free lollipop. Please return that ball to the concession stand.
So Connor Hanks is the lone Tom Sox so far to get on base. He got on a base on balls. Stands at first for the Tom Sox now, as Tomasini deals the 3-2, and it's a cut and a miss for strike number 3. That's a swinging strike for Jacob Bennett, and Austin Tomasini picks up his first strikeout of this evening's ball game. As the Tom Sox will call up their second baseman, Josh Tate, to the plate. He got on via an RBI double and also rounded the bags to be, again, one of the 4 Tom Sox runs, as the first pitch to him is missed for ball 1. 1-0 is the count to the second baseman, Tate. Tomasini looks back at first. He's got Connor Hinks, and he will make the throw back to first, and it is not in time. So that is like around the 3rd or 4th time that Tomasini has tried to pick off Hinks at first, and unfortunately for him has not gotten it to go just yet. As he sets for the 1-0, here it comes, misses ball 2. Count is now up for Tate even higher, 2-0, coming to him on the next pitch from Tomasini, who is 18 pitches in. I thought I said 18 balls. No, 18 pitches in, as the 2-0 comes in, misses ball 3, and that throw is well off of the mark. It's a stolen base that should have been caught and wasn't, as the runner is now to third in the form of Connor Hinks. So Josh Tate facing 3-0, and he's got a man to his back. Connor Hinks now standing at third, got on via a walk. So here comes the pitch. That one misses ball 4. That's the second base on balls given by Tomasini this frame, and Josh Tate will take a 90-foot walk of fame.
Number 2, Drew Jones.
I don't know why it said runners were in the corners. It said first base was off, but now it is on again. As Drew Jones comes up to the plate, the last time he appeared, he singled and then was caught stealing. As the first pitch to him is missed, ball 1. Count is 1-0 to start things off here for Drew Jones and his second plate appearance of this evening's ball game. The Tom Sox have sent up now 5 batters. 2 have stood, 1 popped out, and 1 struck out swinging. As the 1-0 makes 2-0, and Tate steals to second. Josh Tate rounding to second, and now runners threaten second and third. 1, possibly 2 in scoring position for the Tom Sox. They lead 4-1. As Tomasini sets on the mound, here comes the pitch. That one's downstairs, ball 3. So the count is 3-0 now to the batter, Drew Jones. Now the question looms, does Austin Tomasini start throwing strikes, as we've seen the last couple of batters, rather the last 2 batters before Tate were both full-counted batters. Here comes the 3-0. That one's down the strike zone. Call it strike 1 of the at-bat. 3-1 count now coming to the batter, Drew Jones. In plate appearance number 2 of this evening's ball game, his team leads 4-1. Tomasini steps off of the rubber, and the Tom Sox first base coach will come to have a word with his batter. We'll take a brief 10-second pause for a station identification here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network.
You're tuned in on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network.
So the first base coach is still having a word with Drew Jones, who is the batter for the Tom Sox. He now steps into the right-hand batter's box, and play will resume on the umpire's signal. Again, Connor Hinks, the man on third, Josh Tate, the man on second. Hinks got on via a walk, as did Tate. As Drew Jones faces payoff now, a 3-2 count coming to the batter. 2 outs on the board in this top half of the third. Tom Sox lead 4-1. Here comes the payoff. Popped and fouled on the first base side, out of play. A reminder that the Cavaliers will have a brief away stint. They will travel to the Purcellville Cannons on Tuesday before returning to verse the Newmarket Rebels on Wednesday, followed by the Covington Lumberjacks on Thursday, as that's fouled at the plate. So the count remains 3-2 for the batter, Drew Jones. But if you don't have any plans for Wednesday and Thursday evenings next week. Coming out to Culpeper County High School as baseball will be played against the Newmarket Rebels and then the Covington Lumberjacks, again, respectively, on Wednesday and Thursday after the brief Monday break and Tuesday away game at Purcellville. So payoff coming from Austin Tomasini. He's set, got a man on third, and deals the pitch. That's ball 4. Bags are now loaded for the first time in this ball game, and unfortunately for the Cavaliers, it's not in the way they want, as the Tom Sox now have runners threatening each bag as we reround to the top. Justin Thomas coming up to the plate. He is 1 for 2 on the evening. He rounded to third in the first inning and popped out to right in the second. So looking to pick up his average a little bit. As he steps into the right-handed batter's box, Tomasini stares him down. Here comes the first pitch. That one's down the heart of the strike zone. Strike 1 is the call. 0-1 is the count to start things off for the batter, Thomas. 4-1 is your score. Tom Sox lead. Here comes the 0-1. That's cracked in the direction of second. It's fielded by the second baseman, Serrano to Rooks. In time for the out, so the Charlottesville Tom Sox are kept scoreless in this third frame as the Cavaliers hope to keep it. As we take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network, we will return to you in 90 seconds right after these brief messages from our sponsors.
Culpeper Battlefield Tours, LLC is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Culpeper Battlefield Tours launched in 2022 to provide tours of Culpeper's historic battlefields and sites. Tours of 2 or 3 hours can be customized of Brandy Station Battlefield, Buford's Knoll, Fleetwood Hill, St. James Church, Stevensburg, and the Winter Encampment, or contact Culpeper Battlefield Tours for a specialty tour. To contact them, learn about upcoming events and more, call 540-632-4500 or visit culpeperbattlefieldtours.com.
This is a brief in-game reminder that the Valley Baseball League will not tolerate discrimination on the basis of race, religion, color, national origin, age, sex, sexual orientation, marital status, citizenship, and/or military or veteran status. The Valley Baseball League supports all of our teams in addressing these issues at their individual ballpark. Thank you for being a good sport and enjoy the game.
I'd like to remind you that good sportsmanship is a top priority of the Valley Baseball League. And just as the spectators in the stadium play a role in that, viewers online play a role in that. No discrimination tolerance policy as well. The Valley Baseball League does not tolerate discrimination on the basis of race, religion, color, national origin, age, sex, sexual orientation, marital status, citizenship, and or military or veteran status. The Valley Baseball League supports all of our teams in addressing these issues at their individual ballparks. Please be mindful in any and all comments made throughout tonight's game. Thank you for being a good sport and enjoy this evening's game. In the meantime, the batter, Matthew Gibberti, lines out on a grounder.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 5.
So Gibberti goes down 0 for 2 as Jack Tarosian comes up to the plate for the Cavaliers. He is 0 for 1 coming into this one. I believe he is 1 for 3. I don't know if I'm getting that one right or not. Let me take a quick peek here. He's 333, so that's roughly right if he's 1 for 3. As he fouls the first one away, 0-1 is the count for the Cavalier designated hitter this evening. Gibberti is 6 for 11 coming into this game, as a matter of fact, just in case. The camera is back. Never mind, it's my timer notification telling me that my timer's been up, even though it's been up for over a minute. So 0-1, I believe. Not quite sure what the call is up in the press box. I was looking more at my 3 screens that I have, as that one is cut and missed. That was strike 2, now strike 3. So Tarosian goes down on strikes, on a swinging strike for out number 2. as Connor Butler comes up to the plate. Butler looking for his first bit of action as he popped out to the first baseman his first time around in the bottom of the first. Mind you, the Cavaliers have only got 2 hits tonight as the first pitch to him is cut on and missed for strike 1. Butler goes down 0 for 1 in the count to start things off in plate appearance number 2 for this evening's game. He's 3 for 10 coming into the game, make it 3 for 11, so just under a 300 average. As the 0-1 comes in and misses for him. Ball 1 is the call. 1-1 is the count now mirrored as Halliday on the mound sets. Stares down the batter and deals the 1-1. That is cut on to third and a grounder. The throw to first is in time, and 1-2-3 yet again for the top 3 Cavalier baseball players. As we take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network, I'd like to remind you that Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue can handle all of your catering this season. Just give them a call or visit them online at seansbbq.com.
The same food you love at Sean's table can be served at yours. Whether it's 25 or 100 guests, Sean's caters all your favorites. From brisket, pulled pork, ribs and chicken, to baked beans, mac and cheese, cornbread, and lots more. With simple online ordering, you select your meats, sides, drinks, and paper products. And don't forget our homemade desserts. All of Sean's catering can be delivered right to your table, or you can pick it up. Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue Catering. Real wood, real food, real good.
Founded in 1951, the Supply Room has grown to be the second largest independent office furniture and supplies dealer in the United States and the largest in the Commonwealth of Virginia. A third-generation family-owned and operated business, our mission is to provide competitive prices, superior service, and innovative solutions to our customers' problems. The Supply Room offers extraordinary customer service, fast and free shipping, customized solutions, and a commitment to community involvement. For more information about your local office supply dealer, visit thesupplyroom.com or call 800-849-7239 toll-free.
Welcome back to the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network as we return to you. It's a 4-1 ball game in the favor of the visiting Charlottesville Tom Sox. The Cavaliers got on in the bottom of the second in the form of Charles Crawford, but now they look to keep the defense alive here after posting 2 frames of scoreless innings. And the Tom Sox will call on none other than Kyle Edwards, the shortstop, to the plate. He is rounded as that one pops into the gap in left center, drops for a base hit. It will appear to be a single for Edwards. As he gets onto the first base, that brings up the second batter in the frame, Henry Ford, playing third base. He's got 2 hits on the night, one a single, another a double, playing third base this evening. 4-1 ball game in the favor of the Tom Sox now. And the pitch is hit on in the direction of left center, chasing over both the left and center fielder. It bounces at the fence. The throw to second is a mile away, and that one will bring a runner home. Kyle Edwards rounds from first to third, and it is now a 5-1 ball game in the favor of the Charlottesville Tom Sox.
Now batting number 9, Hollis Porter, the right fielder.
As it is an RBI double for Henry Ford, his 3rd hit of the game. As Hollis Porter, the right fielder, comes up for the Charlottesville Tom Sox. He is looking for his first bit of action as he fouls that one towards the Cavalier dugout on the first base line. 0 for 1 is the count now for the third baseman. Porter's first at-bat was a swinging strike for out number 2 in the first inning of play, and the second one was a ground out for the third out in the second frame. And as Tomasini sets, he will deal the pitch. That one misses for ball 1, and I just realized I'm doing this in the wrong spot. Let me move this stuff over. 1-1 rather, my apologies, is the count for the batter, Hollis Porter. As the 1-1 comes in and fouls. 2 balls and a strike. So 2 balls and a strike. As the umpire is down. Our camera's out again. My apologies. I just now noticed it. I'm really not sure what's going on, but I'm hoping that once this new adapter comes in, it fixes this problem. Again, my apologies. I think it's my end. And the umpire is down on the Charlottesville side around the home plate circle. While we have this break, we'd like to remind you that Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue is the official barbecue provider of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Founded in 2013, Sean's offers a delicious selection of meats and sides served to your liking, from pulled pork sandwiches to brisket tacos to chicken mac bowls, and even salad bowls and catfish. Sean's has a menu created to please all. Do you have an event that needs catering? If so, Sean's has you covered. The same food you love at Sean's Table can be served at yours. To order from your local Sean's of Culpeper, call 540-317-5692 and dial 1 for the Culpeper location. Rather order online? You can. Go to Sean'sBBQ.com and click the Order Culpeper button. To order catering online, select the Order Catering button. Sean's is open for dine-in, takeout, and delivery. Visit their Culpeper location at 602 Sperryville Pike in Culpeper. Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue. Real wood, real food. It's that good. So we are still checking out the umpire as the Cavaliers athletic trainer Henry Wolf is now out there. He got pinged on the hand, it appears, as it appears that Mr. Wolf is applying ice, it appears, to his right hand or something. Can't assume ice for sure, but gonna go with it. Not quite sure how hard he got hit, but with this break, it certainly has to hurt enough. So as we sit in this break, it is a 5-1 ball game in the favor of the Tom Sox, who've got a runner, on second in the form of Henry Ford. They brought Kyle Edwards home earlier on to make it a now 5-1 ball game. As the batter, Hollis Porter, will step back in on a 2-1 count, as the umpire is now almost ready to return to play. Hopefully he is more than okay, but okay certainly will do, as that is a job that I think not a lot of people would want to stick with, as that's like one of the worst, or at least home plate umpires, probably one of the worst officiating jobs, I would think, besides possibly getting involved in football, as rather the batter, Henry Ford, rounds to third. Now standing at third, as the 2-1 count goes to 3-1 on the wild pitch to Porter. But again, props to the home plate umpire and all home plate umpires who officiate baseball games, especially when you get pinged. You got to have guts to have that and return back to the plate. Tomasini deals the 3-1. That one is downstairs, ball 4. So it appears that Hollis Porter will get a base on balls and take a 90-foot walk of fame to first, as Brady Gumpf comes up to the plate for the Tom Sox. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a 5-3 in the first inning and a pop to second base in the third, as runners now threaten the corners. No outs on the board in this top of the fourth. Tom Sox lead 5-1. First pitch to him is down the alley for a strike. Strike one is the call. 1-0 is, or rather 0-1, my apologies, is the count to the left fielder, who's looking for his first bit of action in this evening's ball game from the plate. Tomasini looks back to first, sets on the mound, Right-handed pitcher deals the 0-1. That's a cut on and miss for strike two. The throwback to second is not made by the catcher, Paul, as it's a stolen base by Porter. Brady Gumpf goes down 0 for 2. So runners now threaten second and third, one possibly two in scoring position for the Tom Sox. Tomasini looks back at second and deals the 0-2. That is a wave and a miss, strike number 3 for the pitcher, as it's another looking strike for him. It's looking strike for strikeout number 2 on the night for the pitcher Tomasini out of Mississippi State. As Connor Hinks comes up to the plate for the Tom Sox, he's 2 for 2 on or rather 0 for 0, my apologies, on 2 straight walks. He scored one time and got to third the second, as the first pitch to him comes and misses ball 1. So the count is 1-0 to start things off here for Connor Hinks in plate appearance number 3 on the night. Hollis Porter is your man at second for the Tom Sox. Henry Ford on third. They look to increase this Tom Sox lead. They lead 5-1 as the 1-0 comes in and it's grounded down the first base line. It will be called foul before much else can happen. 1-1 now the count for the Tom Sox first baseman. A 5-1 ball game in the favor of the Tom Sox, top of the 4th. Cavaliers looking to put their second one away as Brady Gumpf struck out swinging. And the 2-1 count, or the 1-1 count rather, going to 2-1 for the first baseman, Connor Hinks. Again, he's 0 for 0 on 2 straight walks. Has scored once and got to third the second time. Couldn't convert into a run the second time, unfortunately for him. As the 2-1 comes in, misses ball 3. Good stop by Paul behind the plate to keep the runner Ford from coming. 3-ball, 1-strike count now to the batter, Hinks. Again, third plate appearance of the night. He is 0 for 0 on 2 straight walks. Here comes the pitch. That's lined into center on a pop, chasing back Gibberti. He will make the catch, but the throw will not be made to home. Rather, it will be in the direction of third. So it is a sacrifice hit to get Hollis Porter to third and Henry Ford home. It's a 6-1 ball game now in the favor of the Tom Sox.
Now batting the catcher, number 17.
As that brings up Jacob Bennett, the catcher. So Hinks goes down for the second out of the frame. 6-1 ball game, and it looks like Tomasini is done. So we will take a brief break here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network. We will return to you right after this for more Cavalier Baseball.
Path Recreation and Fitness Center is a proud sponsor of Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball. Our full 27,000 square foot center is open with multi-sport courts, batting cages, a fitness area, activity rooms, and more to serve all your recreation and fitness needs. The fitness area offers classes for adults and children, strength and cardio equipment, a functional training room, and kids corner child care. Stop by 19002 Crossroad Parkway for a tour and see how the center can serve you. Thank you for voting us Best Fitness Center and Community Center in the Culpeper Times Best of the Best 2023 campaign. For more information, call 540-825-0000 or visit pathrecreationandfitnesscenter.com. Path Recreation and Fitness Center. Find your fun. Find your fit. A member of the Culpeper Wellness Foundation.
Culpeper Wood Preservers, a proud supporter of Cavalier Baseball, is the #1 choice for pressure-treated lumber. By using Culpeper wood, you can be confident that you are using the highest quality product backed by one of the largest producers in the industry. Our products, warranties, selection, and reputation make us the clear choice for today's homeowner. Culpeper Wood Preservers also provides project plans and education, care and maintenance tips, decking comparisons, and helpful hints for your current structure or next project. To contact Culpeper Wood Preservers, visit them at 15487 Braggs Corner Road, Road in Culpeper. Call them at 800-817-6215 or visit their website at culpepperwood.com. Culpeper Wood Preservers, the trusted brand in pressure-treated lumber for over 45 years.
This is a brief in-game reminder that the Valley Baseball League will not tolerate discrimination on the basis of race, religion, color, national origin, age, sex, sexual orientation, marital status, citizenship, and/or military or veteran status. The Valley Baseball League supports all of our teams in addressing these issues at their individual ballpark. Thank you for being a good sport and enjoy the game.
So the pitcher Austin Tomasini is out following a couple of rather iffy performances as Jackson Gimbel will come up to relieve him. 1-0 count coming to the batter Jacob Bennett, it appears. 1 ball, no strike count, and as the 1-0 comes in, it is popped into right, close to foul territory. No, it is not. It is gone. A 2-run shot by Jacob Bennett. And the Tom Sox now lead 8-1. A 2-out, 2-run homer by Jacob Bennett. Tom Sox lead 8-1. That's the first home run a Tom Sox has hit this season. As Josh Tate, the second baseman, comes up for the Tom Sox. He's got a double and a walk tonight, so 1 for 1 on the evening. Faces ball 1 on the first one, 1-0 reading the count. Or rather 0-1, my apologies. Now the count is 1-1, so I can just put that 1 right back in the box as I, erase it. Josh Tate, the second baseman for the Tom Sox. 1-1 comes in, misses ball 2. Count 2-1 for the second baseman. Josh Tate is a resident of Fayetteville, Georgia. He faces 2-1 from Gimbel. Here comes the pitch. That one misses ball 3. Count is 3-1 now coming to Tate. Tate, a 5'11", 175-pound righty sophomore out of Georgia. 3-1 comes in. That one's through the strike zone. That looked like another one of those close calls that could have edged the box. Granted, the line isn't there anymore, but it looked really close. As Gimbel deals the payoff. Cut on and missed to end the inning. Strike 3. It's a swinging strike coming from Tate. And the side retires as Gimbel relieves and picks up his first strikeout of the inning. We take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network, and we like for you to hear a quick word from our friends at Battlefield Auto.
Battlefield Automotive is the official Chevrolet, Ford, and Toyota dealer of the Culpeper Cavaliers. We provide a vast selection of new and used vehicles, exceptional car care and customer service with a smile, and are committed to providing amazing customer experiences. Our service center is here to help ensure you enjoy many great years of driving with the vehicle you purchase from us. Choose your next Chevrolet, Ford, or Toyota vehicle from the experts at Battlefield Automotive. With 4 locations across the region, Battlefield Automotive is just a short drive away on Route 29 South. For more information on finding your next new or used Chevy, Ford, or Toyota, visit BattlefieldAuto.com.
Located a mile west of downtown Culpeper, just off Route 29, Mountain Run Winery is set on 36 acres within a larger swath of farmland. With as many as 20 wines produced each year, you would be hard-pressed to find this many quality wines at a winery of our size. We specialize in small batch production of a range of varietals. We have multiple Best in Virginia award-winning wines. For more information, call 703-638-5559 or visit mountainrunwinery.com. Ready to try some of their farm-to-bottle award-winning wines on site? Visit them at 10753 Mountain Run, Lake Road in Culpeper. On-site consumption only offered every Friday through Sunday. Curbside pickup available daily. Call ahead to reserve a time. You must be 21 years or older to indulge. Drink responsibly.
Tom Sox get on the board with extra runs off of a home run from Jacob Bennett, the Tom Sox first of the season, being a 2-run shot over the right field wall, bringing home Hollis Porter, who stood on third for the Tom Sox. They now lead 8-1 going into this bottom half of the fourth inning. We welcome you back to the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network, where the Cavaliers trail 8-1. The only run coming in was in the form of Charles Crawford, who singled in the second, followed by Jaden Sheffield, who also singled in the second following Crawford.
Now pitching for the Tom Sox.
As the Tom Sox call up a new pitcher, Landon Birch coming up.
And now batting.
And batting for the Cavaliers will be the first baseman, number 24, Quinn Rooks. Rooks coming up to this plate appearance 0 for 2. Popped out to first on the first plate appearance in the first inning. Popped 5-3 on the second one in the third. And it appears he's hit. He, in fact, is. So he will get a free 90-foot walk of fame off of the hit. As Keith Savoy Jr., the right fielder, comes up, who is 0 for 1 on the evening. He popped out to right in his first one in the second inning. In the meantime, the new pitcher for the Tom Sox is number 28, Landon Birch, a resident of Norfolk, as he pitches ball one on the first one, 1-0 being the count, to Keith Savoy Jr., a resident of Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Going back to Birch. Birch is 6'5", 195-pound right-handed pitcher. 2-0 coming on the next pitch following the 1-0 going to 2-0. Birch is a sophomore out of ODU, so really stayed near his hometown. The 2-0 going to 3-0 in the meantime. The Cavaliers have a lone man on first, Quinn Rooks, following the hit by pitch. Here comes the 3-0. That is down the strike zone. Strike one is the call. 3-1 is the count for Savoy. In plate appearance number 2. That is the second hit by pitch that the Tom Sox have allowed in this evening's ball game. So here comes the 3-1. That misses ball 4, and Savoy Jr. has to shift out of the way in order to avoid being hit.
Now batting the catcher, number 1, Alonzo.
As Alonzo Paul Jr. comes up to the plate, the catcher out of Ohio State University. Comes in 0 for 1 on a pop out to third. So really looking to get on the board, as he's got 2 men on first and second in the form of Keith Savoy Jr. and Quinn Rooks, respectively. As Landon Birch sets on the mound, looks back at second. He looks back again on a double take. Will deal the pitch to Paul, who looks at that one go through the heart. Strike one is the call. 0-1 is the count to Paul, and plate appearance number 2 in this evening's game. Again, Landon Birch, a native of Norfolk, goes to ODU, deals the 0-1. That one misses ball 1. The count now evens at a 1-1 count to the catcher, Alonzo Paul Jr., who is a freshman out of The Ohio State University. Birch sets, took a quick glance back at second. Will take a look this time and deal the 1-1. That one goes down as a strike. That's another looking strike coming to Alonzo Paul Jr. 1-2 count now coming. No outs on the board yet for the Cavaliers. They trail 8-1 with runners on first and second in the form of Keith Savoy Jr. and Quinn Rooks, respectively. Both got on via walks, but Quinn Rooks getting on via the hit by pitch. He now stands on second and gets a couple looks from Birch, who deals the 1-2 as Alonzo Paul Jr. swings through that one and misses for strike 3. It's a swinging strike for out number 1.
Now batting the third baseman.
And the Cavaliers will call up Charles Crawford, the third baseman, to the plate. Charles Crawford singling in the second inning and then coming around to be the lone Cavalier to put a run on the board for them. Charles Crawford coming to the Cavaliers from LaGrange, Georgia, 6'2", 190-pound lefty batter, righty thrower, a senior out of Brown University. Sits at a 100 batting average. Again, is 1 for 1 on the night as Birch looking down down to the batter. He will set on the rubber. Or rather, now he will step off. Runners on first and second for the Cavaliers are respectively Quinn Rooks and Keith Savoy Jr. As Birch steps back onto the rubber, here comes the pitch. That one misses ball one. 1-0 is the count to start things off here for Charles Crawford in plate appearance number 2 of this evening's first game against the Charlottesville Tom Sox. 1 ball, no strikes. Birch looks back to second twice, deals the 1-0. That one misses ball 2. Count goes to 2-0 for the third baseman Crawford. Again, it's an 8-1 ball game in the favor of the Charlottesville Tom Sox, bottom of the 4th. Runners on first and second for the Cavaliers. They've only got 1 runner to cross, and that man is at the plate now. Charles Crawford faces 2-0. Here comes. He will line that one to first, and it gets in the glove of the first baseman. He will dive to make the play at first. So it is a sacrifice hit. Hanks making the great catch to get that ball to avoid it from going into right field. So it's a ground out to first for Charles Crawford. He goes down 1 for 2 on the night now. As Jaden Sheffield coming up to the plate. He got a single the last time around, so he is 1 for 1 as the Cavaliers have 2 outs on the board in this bottom half of the 4th. They've also got runners on second and third in the form of Keith Savoy Jr. and Quinn Rooks, respectively, as the batter Sheffield steps into the right-handed batter's box. Birch sets on the mound, takes a look back at second, then will glance over at third, deals the opening pitch to at-bat. That one's a called strike. 1 strike on the board, no balls, 0-1 count. Cavaliers have runners on base, second and third. 2 outs on the board in this bottom half of the 4th. They had something similar to this, if it wasn't the exact same, the last time around. And that one was a strike on the off-speed pitch. 0-2 count now. Nothing in 2 coming to the batter Sheffield, who plays left field for the Cavaliers this evening. Again, he has 1 for 1 on the night, 2 for 7 on the season coming into this game. That's a .285. As Birch sets and deals it. It's a wave on and a miss, but it's missed by the catcher, who will make the throw to first, and it is in time for the out. So the Cavaliers strand 2 again. As we go to the top of the 5th, the Cavaliers trail 8-1 to the Charlottesville Tom Sox. We take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network, and we return to you right after this.
Founded in 1972, Jefferson Home Builders has built over 2,500 homes, everything from cozy additions to showplaces. We are proud that our trade partners have worked with us for many years and understand the quality and pride we expect in each and every home we build. This dedication to quality construction has made us part of the bedrock of this community. We center our work on quality, affordability, and reliability. Choose Jefferson Home Builders for your next project by visiting them online at jeffersonhomebuilders.com or by calling 540-812-9080. Jefferson Home Builders, build with certainty.
The same food you love at Sean's Table can be served at yours. Whether it's 25 or 100 guests, Sean's caters all your favorites. From brisket, pulled pork, ribs and chicken, to baked beans, mac and cheese, cornbread, and lots more. With simple online ordering, you select your meats, sides, drinks, and paper products. And don't forget our homemade desserts. All of Sean's catering can be delivered right to your table, or you can pick it up. Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue Catering. Real wood, real food. Real good.
Welcome back to the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network, where the Cavaliers trail 8-1 going into the top half of the fifth, where the Charlottesville Tom Sox have took a commanding lead now over the Cavaliers. And during the break, I noticed a technical difficulty again with our camera. This time it froze. So again, our apologies for the constant video glitches. We're hopefully going to get them fixed here within the next week. As the first pitch in the meantime comes from Jackson Gimbel to the batter, Drew Jones. It's downstairs and away, ball one. 1-0 count coming to the designated hitter this evening for the Charlottesville Tom Sox. As 1-0 comes in, misses ball two. So from a 1-0 to a 2-0, Drew Jones goes up in the count rather quickly. As the 2-0 comes in, misses ball three. So Jackson Gimbel really looking to pick up his first strike of the plate appearance. Going down rather quick is 3-0. Drew Jones is 1 for 1 on the evening, or rather, 1 for 1 on the evening, my apologies. As that one was missed for strike one. 3-1 count coming on the next one. Drew Jones 1 for 1. He was caught stealing his first time around for out number 2 in the second. And that one is missed for ball 4. So it's a base on balls for Drew Jones. He will take a 90-foot walk of fame. And just like that, the Tom Sox leadoff batter for the frame gets on base. As Justin Thomas, the original leadoff batter playing center field, will come up to bat now. He's 1 for 3 on the night, picking up his first hit in the first inning on the very first at-bat of the game. Strike one is the call in the meantime. 0-1 to start things off here for Justin Thomas. As Gimbel sets on the mound and deals the 0-1. That one's downstairs in the dirt, bounced probably 5 or so feet in front of the plate. Ball one is the call. 1-1 is the count. Here comes the pitch from Gimbel. It's downstairs, ball two. 2-1 count now coming to the batter, Thomas. Again, he's 1 for 3. He got a single his first go-around and popped out to right his second, and then grounded to second, played at first for the third time. 1 for 3 again on the night. His fourth plate appearance of tonight, faces a 2-1 on this one as Gimbel sets on the mound and deals it. That one's down the heart of the strike zone, maybe a little bit upstairs, but the umpire calls it strike. The count evens now at a 2-2 mirror. So just like that, Thomas goes from 2-1 to 2-2, and now he's facing a little bit of tough water here. As the 2-2 comes in, he will cut on and miss for the strike three. It's a swinging strike four. Jackson Gimbel, correct me if I'm wrong, his first strikeout of the night. And the Cavaliers get 1 to go as Kyle Edwards comes up to the plate, the shortstop. He's 2 for 3, my apologies, on the night. Crossed the plate 2 times. I believe he singled his last time, doubled his first, and popped to center on his very first time. And our camera appears to be going back out again. Oh, well, it's back on the actual, or the live playing now feed in our streaming software. 1-0 count coming to Edwards. Again, like I've said a million times, I apologize up, down, left, right, and center for our technical issues with our video. It happened Friday night, and honestly, it didn't act this bad, as then it's fouled on the third base side out of play. So it's now a 1-1 count coming to Kyle Edwards in his now fourth plate appearance of the night. The Tom Sox have 1 runner on in the form of Drew Jones, as that's line to left, drops for a base hit, as it will become a single, as the runner Drew Jones did not advance anything farther. It is, in fact, a pop into left. A pretty decent read by Sheffield, but unfortunately not good enough to make the play as Henry Ford, the third baseman, comes up for the Tom Sox. There is one out in the board in this top half of the fifth. Tom Sox lead 8-1. Cavaliers looking to pick up a little bit of defensive slack here. As Jackson Gimble, your man on the mound, the third Cavalier to be put on the mound tonight. Here comes the pitch. That one just about avoided pinging forward. Ball one is the call. 1-0 is the count. One out down, bottom, or rather, my apologies, top of the fifth. Cavaliers trail 8-1. Gimble looks back at second and looks to step off of the rubber, makes the throw back to second. The man on, Drew Jones, had a bit of a leadoff, but didn't get picked off. The batter is Henry Ford. He faces 1-0, and now that is bobbled at third base, and Drew Jones will make it home safely. And it sounds like it's going to be a batter's interference on the field. So it appears that runners are going to go back to where they were. The run does not score. And the first base coach for the Tom Sox is having a word with the home plate umpire. 1-0 is the count coming to the batter, Henry Ford. He, according to my stats, is a perfect 3 for 3 on the night, and that is, according to Point Street, correct. So certainly getting to bump up his stats here this evening, as we're having a tough time figuring out if it's 1-0 or something different. As the first base coach for the Tom Sox still having words with the home plate umpire. And still going as Brandon Mack will now come out for the Cavaliers and have a word with Gimble. My goodness. We will take a brief sideline for a station identification here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network. Return to you in just 10 seconds.
You're tuned in on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network.
So Brandon Mack comes out to the mound, brings his infield in with him. It appears Gimble will stay in the game for right now. Gimble pitching 22, got a 13.43 ERA, 2/3 of an inning under his belt. And he's really looking for that second strikeout. He did it earlier, getting Thomas to swing for out number one, but since then, not getting anything. And play looks to resume here in just a couple of seconds. I'm going to say it at least one more time. Again, our apologies for the technical difficulties on our video. Thank you for sticking it out and just bearing with it. I believe it's the adapter on my laptop that is causing the problem because the camera is brand new. It should not be that. As the throwback to second is not in time. Great awareness play by Gimble, though, but unfortunately not getting the out to convert. But again, hopefully the problem will be fixed by late next week, as I've ordered a new adapter for my laptop. So hopefully this will fix it. Again, my apologies. I'm going to say it myself instead. As that comes in and misses ball two, is that an out? It should be, as it looked close, and the umpire in the field is not calling it. He is saying he is safe. He is saying that Kyle Edwards is safe. Or my apologies, Drew Jones, rather, is safe. And that is popped fouled on the third base side, out of play. 3-1 count now. Coming to the batter, Henry Ford.
Why is it first and third? It was batter's interference. They sent him back. First and second.
8-1 ball game in the favor of the Tom Sox. 3-1 count. Gimble stares down the batter, looks back at first, sets up on the mound, and deals the 3-1. That is outside for ball 3, apparently. So the count remains 3-1. Apologies for having that wrong, but we thought our count was wrong up here to begin with. So 3-1 is the actual count. Here comes the pitch that is popped, lined into center. Gibberti chasing up. He will miss it on a hop. 1 run converts, bring in 2. And it will be a triple, it appears. So Drew Jones comes home, followed by Kyle Edwards. And Henry Ford picks up a triple. There's only 1 out on the board in this top half of the 5th, and the Tom Sox now lead 10-1. And hold on a second. Unless my scorebook is wrong, Hollis Porter is the man that's supposed to be at the plate. Or my correction, Hollis Porter was the previous batter. So Hollis Porter picks up the triple. Not quite sure what happened with Henry Ford. So we're going to count him MIA for the time being. As the count in the meantime is 1-1 following the first pitch that was a strike. Second pitch missed in the dirt for a ball. One ball, 1 strike count now coming. Here comes the pitch. That one just about missed, pinging him as well. 2 balls and a strike coming to Brady Gump, who is looking for his first bit of action. He is 0 for 3 on the night as the 2-1 comes in. That one gets him on the back. So he will get on base, but it doesn't count toward his stats as the 90-foot walk of fame comes into play. Connor Hinks coming up now, the first baseman for the Tom Sox. Hinks is 2 for 3 on the evening with, or my apologies, 0 for 1 rather. I need to get used to seeing the base on balls circled. He got 2 walks straight in his first and second at bat and then popped out to center in his third one. So looking for his first bit of action here, statistics-wise, as the first pitch to him misses ball 1. Count is 1-0 to Hinks to start things off for plate appearance number 4. Gibble sets on the mound, got a men in the corners. 1-0 count, here comes the pitch. That one's missed for ball 2. Count is 2-0. Coming to the batter, Hinks. Gimble has gone through 26, and he's got a 40-30 ERA. The 2-0 makes 3-0. Question is, will he do what Tomasini was good at doing and making the batter feel comfortable, then sending him down to 3-2? We'll see as it sits 3-0. Here comes the 3-0. Down in the dirt, ball 4. So Connor Hinks walks 2 straight. And that'll bring up the catcher, Jacob Bennett, to the plate. Bags are loaded yet again for the Tom Sox. The second time they've done it this game, it appears. And Jacob Bennett now makes his way outside of the batter's box. I believe he was finishing off, taking up his catching gear, because I believe he was ready to start catching earlier on. As he is the 6th batter in the lineup, and this inning started with the 9 batter. As that is popped away from Alonzo Paul behind the plate, and another one comes in for the Tom Sox, making it a 10-run ball game, 11-1. So runners now threaten second and third for the Tom Sox. They lead 11-1 now. Here comes the pitch. That one is missed for ball number 2. 2-0 count coming to the catcher, Bennett, who's got men possibly 2 in scoring position. Faces a 2-0, that misses 3-0. So it appears again, as of right now, that this one will be walked as well, as Gimbel put up a 3-0 count on Hinks and then walked him. As the 3-0 comes in, it's popped in center, chasing back Gibberti to the fence, to the warning track, he will make the catch, rather, for out number 2, or rather out 3, my apologies. Not quite sure. I think that coincided with my missed batter. So I'm going to count Henry Ford as out number 2. Not quite sure what went on, but Jacob Bennett pops out to center for out number 3, and the side retires after an almost lengthy inning for the Cavaliers on defense. They send up 7, or rather 8, my apologies if my math is correct, as we take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network. We'll return to you on the other side of this break.
The Rotary Club of Culpeper is part of a worldwide organization of business and professional leaders that provides humanitarian service, encourages high ethical standards in all vocations, and helps build goodwill and peace in the world. More than 1.2 million Rotarians belong to more than 32,000 Rotary clubs located in over 200 countries. The main objective of Rotary is service, in the community, in the workplace, and throughout the world. Rotarians develop community service projects that address many of today's most critical issues, such as children at risk, poverty and hunger, the environment, illiteracy, and violence. They also support programs for youth, educational opportunities, and international exchanges for students, teachers, and other professionals, and vocational and career development. The Rotary motto is service above self. For more information about your local Rotary Club of Culpeper, visit rotaryclubofculpeper.org.
You can buy a car almost anywhere, in the city, in the country, even online. So how do you choose? At Battlefield Culpeper, we think our people make the difference. Many live right here in Culpeper. We're your neighbors. That's why our service techs get the job done right the first time, or why our sales team does the most repeat business in the area. And when you have a question, we're on it. That makes our managers very happy. You can buy a car anywhere, but you'll want to buy it from Battlefield Culpeper, because we are Culpeper.
So we finally figured out what happened with Henry Ford. He went 2U in the book. And as play resumes for the Cavaliers on offense, they trail 11-1 going into the bottom half of the 5th inning. As the Cavaliers will call up Jack Tarosian, according to my book. Or no, my apologies. Ethan Serrano, rather. Ethan Serrano faces 0-1 on the first one off of the strike. Nothing. I want to start things off here for the second baseman, and plate appearance number 2 on the night. As he cuts and misses on the second one for strike 2. 0-2 now for Ethan Serrano. Plate appearance number 2 again. It appears he is 0-for. Here comes the pitch. That one's downstairs, ball 1. Count now goes 1-2 for Serrano. He, in fact, is 0-for-1. 1-for-6 coming into this evening's game, make it 1-for-7. If my math serves me correct, that's around a 150. I'm not going to even try to attempt to guess everything else. Here comes the 1-2 that is fouled off of a bullet. Lucky that fence was there, or that would have taken somebody out. So the count stays where it is. 1 ball, 2 strikes now for the second baseman, Ethan Serrano, who is the leadoff batter for the frame. Here comes the 1-2. That is grounded again on the same side, foul. Count stays where it is. It'll be Matthew Gibberti on deck and Jack Tarosian in the hole for the Cavaliers of this frame. They trail 11-1 to the Charlottesville Tom Sox, who have dominated pretty much this entire game. As the 1-2 comes in this time, it's popped up straight back. Looks to be in play, and it's just about not. 3 straight foul ball
And remember,
plays from Ethan Serrano.
Lollipop.
Folks, if you have a child, make sure you bring them out to the games on Wednesday and Thursday as the Cavaliers host, my memory serves me correct, Newmarket followed by Covington, respectively, on Wednesday and Thursday. Give them a shot at a free lollipop. I know some of us broadcasters really like lollipops. As it's popped into center, looks to be playable, chasing up Edwards. He will make the catch, or rather be caught by the shortstop for the Tom Sox. Oh, that was Edwards. My apologies. As Serrano goes down on a pop to 6. As Matthew Gibberti coming up to the plate, 0 for 2 on the night, on a 4-3 in the first inning, and then a ground out to first base in the third. So he's looking for his first bit of action here as the first pitch comes in and misses ball 1. A good start for Gibberti in plate appearance number 3. He is 1 for 0 in the count. And here comes the 1-ball, no-strike count. That one goes down the heart of the strike zone, and now Gibberti sees where it's going to be called. It's 1-1. One ball and 1 strike count coming to the center fielder, Gibberti. As here comes the pitch that is grounded fouled on the Cavaliers' side. 1-2 now. The pitcher is Landon Birch. As he sets on the mound. Stares down the batter and will deal the 1-2. That one's missed on a bit of a wild pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes now coming to Gibberti, who again is looking for his first bit of statistical action here tonight. So the 2-2 comes in, and it will get him looking for strike number 3. Unless my stats are wrong, that's the first looking strike for Birch, but at the same time, I'm not exactly sure. So out number 2 comes in as Jack Tarosian comes up to the plate, the designated hitter looking for his first bit of action. Went 4-3 on the first one and struck out swinging in the second one, so looking to make his third plate appearance of the game, a good one. First pitch comes in, misses ball 1. Count is 1-0 to start things off here for Jack Tarosian in plate appearance number 3. As that is popped in the direction of left center, but the shortstop Edwards will make the catch and retire the side. So the Cavaliers send up 3 and take them back as the pop out to 6 will end the inning. Kyle Edwards getting a lot of work there on defense as we go from the bottom of the 6th, or the bottom of the 5th to the top of the 6th. Cavaliers trail 11-1 to the to the visiting Charlottesville Tom Sox.
At Peak Roofing Contractors, we specialize in roof installation, new gutters, siding, windows, and doors. In fact, we will transform the exterior of your home into something beautiful. As a family-owned and operated business, our customers, our name, and our employees are our most important assets. Our team is dedicated to providing residential business customers with the highest quality roofing products and home improvement services at an affordable price. We provide hassle-free estimates, no high-pressure sales, and quality results that will last for years. For an appointment, visit us on the web at peakroofingcontractors.com.
We're Express Copy and Graphics, a local print shop that's been doing business for thousands of customers. We're located in Culpeper, Virginia, and offer a variety of practical printing services like business cards, banners, brochures, and much more. So what makes us stand out from the other printers? Express Copy and Graphics specifically specializes in branding businesses and printing quality for every project. With Express, you get the best.
Offense, the Cavaliers go 1-2-3 in the bottom half of the fifth as we come to you from the top half of the sixth. The Charlottesville Tom Sox lead 11-1 here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network. A winning streak and a losing streak on the line here for both teams. Culpeper with the winning streak, Charlottesville with the losing streak. As Charlottesville comes into this game on a 4-2 loss to Harrisonburg at home. And then the Cavaliers coming into the game with a win streak, 14-6 against the Stanton Braves last night at Gypsy Hill Park. As the Tom Sox, let me pick my notes up here right. Number 1, Josh Tate coming up to lead things off for the Tom Sox. And the Cavaliers appear to have a new pitcher. I believe it was 40 rather. Sam Slevin, who got some work Friday night. So the first pitch comes in and misses ball one. Count is 1-0 to start things off here for, or rather 2-0, my apologies. I missed the first pitch. 2-0 coming to Tate. So here comes the 2-0. That one misses ball 3, so Tate goes up in the count quick, 3-0. Slevin sets on the mound and deals the pitch. That's waved on and missed, strike 1. Count goes 3 balls and a strike now for the batter, Tate. And Slevin looking to get some work early as he had a rough outing on Friday. Gave up 7 runs, all of them being earned. As the pitch comes in, it's lined foul on the right field side. If that was straight, that would have been close to a home run. And there go the kids. They want that free lollipop. So going from a 3-0, sitting comfortably cruising down the left lane, he is now facing a 3-2 from Slevin, who has battled back. Here comes the payoff. It's a cut on and a miss. There's hesitation, though, at the plate. And there's the throw to first. I'm speechless right now. Either way, it's the out. So out number 1 comes in on a Josh Tate missed strike 3.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 2, Drew Jones.
And my count is wrong. My apologies. It's 1 out on the board. My apologies if that doesn't keep updating. I set my phone to where I can just about see it in the corner of my eye, and my phone is the one that controls it, by the way. First pitch coming into Drew Jones is a strike looking. 0-1 to start things off here for Drew Jones, and plate appearance number 3 on the night. Or rather, number 4, my apologies. He's a perfect 3 for 3. However, he got caught stealing in his first, or after his first plate appearance, which caused out number 2 in the second inning. As the 1-1 comes in, it misses ball 2. So going from an 0-1, Drew Jones faces 2-1 now. Nobody on base for the Tom Sox as the leadoff batter, Josh Tate, was picked out at first off of a missed strike 3 catch by Alonzo Paul. As that one is fouled back towards the Charlottesville Tom Sox dugout. 2-2 now. Count mirrors now 2-2 as Sam Slevin is your man on the mound for the Cavaliers. Looking to bounce back after a rough outing on Friday. Gave up 7 runs, all of them being earned. And here comes the 2-2. Grounded to short. fielded and thrown to first in time for the out. What a play from 6-3, and what a work from the shortstop Connor Butler for the Cavaliers. As the 6-3 comes in, and it's out number 2 as Justin Thomas comes to the plate for the Tom Sox, and he is 1 for 4 on the night, make it .250 tonight. Got a single in his first bit of work at the plate, but since then he has struggled. Popped out to right, 4-3, and struck out. As the first pitch comes in, it misses for ball number 1 of the at-bat. So ball 1 is the call, 1-0 the count now. Here comes the 1-0 that is grounded down the third base line, fouled after a bounce fair. Count mirrors now 1-1 for the original leadoff batter, Justin Thomas. The left fielder for the Tom Sox tonight. Again, he's 1 for 4 coming into it. And he cuts on it and misses for strike 2. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes for the left fielder. He's 2 for 15 on the season. If I can scroll really quick, that's a 133. So he's picked up his batting average tonight. Here comes the 1-2. It's upstairs. Count mirrors again. This time it's 2-2. 2 ball, 2 strike count mirrors for the original leadoff batter, Justin Thomas, the left fielder. Here comes the 2-2. Waved on and missed for strike 3, and the out is made, and the side is retired. As Slevin picks things up with a wave on strike, we go to the bottom half of the 6th. Cavaliers trail 11-1. As we see you on the other side of this break to remind you to be a good sport during this game.
This is a brief in-game reminder that the Valley Baseball League will not tolerate discrimination on the basis of race, religion, color, national origin, age, sex, sexual orientation, marital status, citizenship, and/or military or veteran status. The Valley Baseball League supports all of our teams in addressing these issues at their individual ballpark. Thank you for being a good sport and enjoy the game.
With over 30 years experience, Settle Excavating and Construction Incorporated offers Culpeper and surrounding counties top-notch services in modular construction, remodeling, additions, site work and driveways. Pick one of our floor plans to customize, or bring us your plan. We are authorized builders for nationwide homes. For more information, contact Settle Excavating and Construction by phone at 540-547-2898 or visit us online at settleconstruction.com.
Culpeper Battlefield Tours, LLC is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Culpeper Battlefield Tours launched in 2022 to provide tours of Culpeper's historic battlefields and sites. Tours of 2 or 3 hours can be customized of Brandy Station Battlefield, Buford's Knoll, Fleetwood Hill, St. James Church, Stevensburg, and the Winter Encampment, or contact Culpeper Battlefield Tours for a specialty tour. To contact them, learn about upcoming events and more, call 540-632-4500 or visit culpeperbattlefieldtours.com.
Welcome back to baseball on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network. Now, while we are in the break, the Tom Sox have called on a new pitcher in the form of 26 Mark Perkins out of Houston, Texas, a 6'1", 197-pound righty-righty junior out of Rice University. Coming into this evening's game, most likely hasn't gotten playing time. So we will see what the new pitcher, Mark Perkins, can do.
Now pitching is number 26, Mark
Let me
Perkins.
fill it into my book here really quick. Mark Perkins coming in for the Tom Sox again, if you missed it. And Connor Butler is your man at the plate for the Cavaliers on offense. He's coming into this plate appearance 0 for 2 with a pop out to first and a play from third to first. So he's really, like a bunch of other Cavalier players, he's really looking to get on the board with a hit tonight. And camera went out on the replay feed, and it came back on the stream feed as the first pitch to Connor Butler is a cut on and miss, strike 1. Count is 0-1 rather to start things off for Connor Butler in this plate appearance number 1. And by the way, if you come to any of the Culpeper games and you don't stop at that food truck outside of the press box, you're missing, because I'm smelling some of it right now, and it's making my mouth water. It smells really good. So if it smells as good as it tastes, then you're missing out. I'm also a sucker for barbecue, so that's that too. In the meantime, the batter, Connor Butler, looks at that one go wild at a 1-1 count now. The leadoff batter for the frame is followed by Quinn Rooks and Keith Savoy Jr. as the 1-1 is sent and dealt from Perkins and is cracked down the third base line. Stays fair, fielded by the third baseman. The play at first is in time. What a wonderful scoop by the third baseman Ford to get the out at first.
Now batting number 24.
As it is a 5-3 for Connor Butler, as Quinn Rooks comes up, the second due up for the Cavaliers this inning. Rooks, according to my stats, is coming up 0 for 0 on 2 straight hit by pitches. Granted, if that's right, I don't know for sure, because I feel like that's wrong, the 2 hit by pitches. It actually is. Never mind. I'm right. I can't keep second-guessing myself, I guess. First pitch to him is down in the dirt, probably 7 or 8 feet in front of the plate. Ball 1 is the call for Rooks. The Cavaliers really need somebody to get on base here and just to get the bats hot, as they trail pretty bad, 11-1 in the 6th. Here comes the 1-0, misses for strike 1. Count now mirrors 1-1 for the first baseman, Quinn Rooks, who sits 0 for 0 on 2 straight hit bys. The 1-1 comes in, misses ball 2. So now 2-1 count coming to Quinn Rooks, who again is looking for his first statistical bit of action. He's been on base, but he has not crossed the plate yet. In fact, the only Cavalier to cross the plate is Charles Crawford, who is in the 7th spot, as that is cracked and fouled on the third base side. Stays in the ballpark, but it's a 2-2 count. One out is on the board in this bottom half of the 6th, and then the Tom Sox will now get a visit to the mound. So we'll take this brief break to hear a station identification. You're listening to Cavalier Baseball on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network.
You're tuned in on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network.
So if you're just joining us, the Tom Sox coach is out on the mound with his pitcher Mark Perkins, and catcher Jacob Bennett. After the count for the Cavalier batter, Quinn Rooks stands 2-2. And Mark Perkins coming in at the top of this inning, looking to pick up some stuff, as he's got 7 pitches under his belt now. Sent one batter down off of a 5-3. And we'd like to take this time to remind you that the Culpeper Cavaliers baseball team have camps coming up in the middle of, or the end of this month, rather, in the end of July. The Culpeper Cavaliers are hosting 2 separate 2-day camps from children as young as age 6 to as old as age 17. The Culpeper Cavaliers baseball players and coaches will instruct your child in this series of camps to help improve their game and get insight to how college players play each day during the season. Does your child want to work on their hitting and fielding? The Cavaliers will host a hitting and fielding camp on Monday, June 26th and Tuesday, June 27th, as that is a cut and miss for strike 3. Let's see, I lost my place as I looked up. From 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for children ages 6 to 17. For the pitchers and catchers out there, a camp will be held specifically tailored to you. The pitching and catching camp will be held on Monday, July 10th and Tuesday, July 11th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for children ages 8 to 17. Camps are $50 each and will be held at Culpeper County High School's baseball field. Don't miss out. Sign your child up today at culpepercavaliers.org/youth-camps. So as Quinn Rooks goes down swinging for strike 3, Keith Savoy Jr. comes up to the plate. And he faces a 1-0. As Perkins sets and deals it, he will get that one to go down the strike zone. Strike 1 is the call. 1-1 is the count now. As 1-1 count goes to Keith Savoy Jr. on the next one. Cavaliers need to refrain from getting a 1-2-3 this inning, as they've done it the last 2 frames solid. As the 1-1 appears to go to 2-1 for Keith Savoy Jr. A resident of Upper Marlboro, Maryland, 6'1", 175-pound junior fouls that one off at the plate. So the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes for the right fielder this evening. Perkins sets in, deals the 2-2. That is cut on and missed, strike 3, and it has happened again. 3 straight times where the Cavaliers have gone a 1-2-3, and this one is anything but the same. Culpeper Cavaliers baseball is presented to you on YouTube this season as we take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network. To the top of the 7th, the Tom Sox will retake the batting order. After these messages, we'll come back to you.
You can buy a car almost anywhere, in the city, in the country, even online. So how do you choose? At Battlefield Culpeper, we think our people make the difference. Many live right here in Culpeper. We're your neighbors. That's why our service techs get the job done right the first time, or why our sales team does the most repeat business in the area. And when you have a question, we're on it. That makes our managers very happy. You can buy a car anywhere, but you'll want to buy it from Battlefield Culpeper, because we are Culpeper.
Founded in 1951, the Supply Room has grown to be the second largest independent office furniture and supplies dealer in the United States and the largest in the Commonwealth of Virginia. A third-generation family-owned and operated business, our mission is to provide competitive prices, superior service, and innovative solutions to our customers' problems. The Supply Room offers extraordinary customer service, fast and free shipping, customized solutions, and a commitment to community involvement. For more information about your local office supply dealer, visit thesupplyroom.com or call 800-849-7239 toll-free.
The Cavaliers have gone 3 straight frames now of 3 and outs, and certainly something that needs to be picked up if the Cavaliers want to keep the game alive following this bottom half of the frame. But in the meantime, the Charlottesville Tom Sox will return to the plate, and they will call up Kyle Edwards, the shortstop, after they themselves went 3 and out in the last frame. And Kyle Edwards stepping into the right-hand batter's box now. Sam Slevin still on the mound for the Cavaliers, as play will get set and ready to resume here in this top half of the 7th. And Kyle Edwards comes into this at-bat 3 for 4, it appears, as the first pitch in the meantime appears to miss for ball 1. 1-0 to start things off here for Kyle Edwards. And plate appearance number 5, if my math serves me correct. 1-0 comes and fouls back. 1-1 is the count. So Kyle Edwards now looks, or let me rephrase my wording that I had. Kyle Edwards swings and tips it. A powerful swing, it appeared, but unfortunately couldn't get it to hit the right part of the bat, as the 1-1 count is coming from Slevin. Here comes the pitch. That is fouled off again, this time more towards the Cavalier dugout. 1-2 coming to the shortstop. Edwards coming into this game was 2 for 11, sitting 181. He is 750 on the night, so his batting average will certainly go up after this game after a marvelous performance at the plate, as the 1-2 misses 2-2 now. And to reflect off of the almost perfect appearances at the plate, he's had a really good game tonight as well. Had a couple of great plays on defense, as the 2-2 picks up for him to fill the count at 3-2. So plate appearance number 5, nothing short of exciting for Kyle Edwards as he fills the count for the first time according to my stat sheet tonight. as he lines that one to left, looks to drop. It just about gets by the left fielder Sheffield. And it'll be a double into left for Edwards. So we go from Edwards to Henry Ford, who last time snuck out under our noses. Picked up a 2U last time. So according to that, he is 3 for 4 as well. Another great performance in the making. And also let's respect Kyle Edwards, 4 for 5 now. As the first pitch in the meantime to Ford goes down the strike zone. Strike one is the call. 0-1 is the count for the third baseman. Slevin sets on the mound, looks back to second, deals the 0-1. Pop to second on a beautiful catch. Oh my goodness. What an awareness play by Serrano. For out number 1, my goodness.
Batting the right fielder, number 9, Hollis Porter.
As Hollis Porter, the right fielder, comes up. And my goodness, that put a little bit of a dent in Henry Ford's batting average. 2 straight appearances have gone sour for him as he went 3 for 3 going into his 4th. Last frame, he now sits 3 for 5. As Porter comes in, looks at the first one go by. Strike one is the call. 0-1 is the count for Hollis Porter. In his 5th plate appearance of the night, he is 2 for 4. That's a cut on and miss, strike 2. My goodness, that was another powerful swing from the Tom Sox. Just unfortunately not at the right time. It looked like he swung just a tad bit early, at least according to my terrible eyes. But in the meantime, Slevin sets on the mound, looks back at second, got a large leadoff by Edwards. He will deal the 0-2. That is fouled back. So the count stays just where it is, and our apologies, the camera's going back out again. Let's see if that fixes it. There we go. Oh, well, for a second. In the meantime, 0-2 sticks. There we go. It stayed this time. Again, I can't say it enough. My apologies for the camera issues tonight. Hopefully, like I said, we will have that issue fixed. And that was almost a check swing. They will say he didn't go all the way. I can see why they say that, though. But at the same time, from here, it looked like it could go both ways to me. 1 ball, 2 strike count now coming to Porter as he will foul that one away. Another foul ball. So the count stays where it is. 1 ball and 2 strikes coming to the right fielder. There are 1 out only on the board. Cavaliers trail 11-1. Here comes the pitch. That one's downstairs. It's going to be ball 2 to Porter. Count mirrors 2-2. Kyle Edwards standing on second after his double into left in the first at-bat of the frame. That one misses ball 3, and the count will fill yet again. This is the second time this frame that the count has been filled by Slevin. First one was done to Edwards as this one's fouled towards the Cavaliers' dugout. Count stays where it is. The first time that Slevin filled the count this frame was to Kyle Edwards, and he doubled. So if you're a Cavalier player, you're hoping that that doesn't happen for a second time. Here comes the payoff again. Cut on and missed for strike 3, and another one coming down to the hands of Slevin. My goodness. That's out number 2 as Kyle Edwards is stuck at second trying to figure out what to do as Brady Gump coming up, the left fielder. He got walked the last time, but other than that, he is 0 for 0. He's had a very tough night as the first one comes in as a strike on a looker. 0-1 to start things off. But to give a rundown, he went 5-3 on the first one, popped to second on the second one, and struck out swinging on the third one. as he faces ball one on this one. 1-1 count. Coming to Gump. Cavaliers trail 11-1, top of the 7th. Kyle Edwards, the man on second for the Tom Sox. Here comes the 1-1, and it's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strike count now coming to Brady Gump. And if I can think of what he's thinking, I want to say that he's thinking, get on base, and get on base now. Here comes the 1-2. That is missed ball 2. The count is now even at this time 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes count now coming from Slevin to Gump, who again is looking for his first on base of the game besides the walk, as that is skied into left. Looks to be shallow, chasing up Sheffield. He will make the catch. And that retires the side for this top of the 7th. Gump goes down again, as it's a pop to 7 for the 3rd out. So a 1-2-3 inning for the Tom Sox as they lead 11-1 going into what could be the final frame of offense for the Cavaliers if they don't score a run. 11-1 ball game in the favor of the the Cardinals. Not the Cardinals. I don't know why. This is the second time I've said that tonight. In the favor of the Tom Sox. There we go. We'll take a sideline here in the meantime. I'll go look over on my mascots, and we'll be back right after this on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network.
UVA Health Culpeper Medical Center is your local health center specializing in everything from allergies to weight loss. UVA Health Culpeper Medical Center cares for you and your medical needs from the time you walk in the door until the time you walk out. UVA Health Culpeper Medical Center strives to transform health and inspire hope for all Virginians and beyond. For more information on your local UVA Health Culpeper Medical Center, call 540-829-4100. Visit them at 501 Sunset Lane or visit uvahealth.com to find your nearest location. UVA Health, centering patients around all we do.
This is a brief in-game reminder that the Valley Baseball League will not tolerate discrimination on the basis of race, religion, color, national origin, age, sex, sexual orientation, marital status, citizenship, and/or military or veteran status. The Valley Baseball League supports all of our teams in addressing these issues at their individual ballpark. Thank you for being a good sport and enjoy the game.
At Peak Roofing Contractors, we specialize in roof installation, new gutters, siding, windows, and doors. In fact, we will transform the exterior of your home into something beautiful. As a family-owned and operated business, our customers, our name, and our employees are our most important assets. Our team is dedicated to providing residential business customers with the highest quality roofing products and home improvement services at an affordable price. We provide hassle-free estimates, no high-pressure sales, and quality results that will last for years. For an appointment, visit us on the web at peakroofingcontractors.com.
Coming up to the plate for the Cavaliers will be Alonzo Paul, the catcher, who is looking for his first bit of action tonight. First one popped out to 5, second one struck out swinging, so he's looking for his 3rd plate appearance to be a good one, and what could be the final frame of offense for the Cavaliers as they trail by the necessary amount of runs needed to end the inning, as the first pitch to him is missed downstairs, ball 1. 1-0 to start things off here for Alonzo Paul Jr. in plate appearance number 3. Here comes the 1-0. That is cut on and missed. Strike 1 is the call. 1-1 now is the count. So Paul now mirrors his count, sort of going down, if you will. 1 ball, 1 strike. As Perkins sets and deals it. The 1-1 is in there for a strike. Call it 1-2 on the next one. And Paul, all of a sudden, is facing a little bit of a doozy. Perkins sets. Right-handed pitcher coming with a 1-2. Here comes. That one's downstairs for ball 2. The count is now 2-2 coming to Alonzo Paul Jr. And Perkins, just like I want to say Halliday it was, swings that right arm as he gets ready to set. Here comes the 2-2. That one's downstairs, ball 3, and the count is now full for the leadoff batter for the Frame, Alonzo Paul Jr. Seems like we've had nothing but full counts pretty much spread out through this entire game, as there have been 2 in the last one for the Cavaliers, as he will cut on and miss that one for strike 3. It's a swinging strike for out number 1. And Paul goes down swinging to bring up Charles Crawford to the plate.
Third baseman, number 4, Charles Crawford.
Charles Crawford has the only score for the Cavaliers this evening. He came across in the 2nd and then grounded out to first in the 4th. And has been one of the few Cavaliers to make contact with the baseball, as the first bit of action at the plate for him for this at-bat is a swinging strike. Strike 1 is the call. 0-1 is your count for the batter Crawford. As the 0-1 comes in, he will ground that one, appears to short. Edwards makes the scoop. He will make the throw to first in time for out number 2. So it's a 6-3 for Charles Crawford.
Now batting the left fielder, number 10.
As Jaden Sheffield, the left fielder, comes up to the plate. If necessary, following Sheffield will be the the 9th batter. That's the correct word I was looking for, Ethan Serrano. But Jaden Sheffield is 1 for 2 on the night with a single. He got to second in the 2nd inning, but went 2-3 in the 4th and hasn't gotten anything since. The first pitch in the meantime is a strike. 0-1 to start things off here for Jaden Sheffield in plate appearance number 3 on the night. Perkins sets and deals the 0-1. It's a cut on and miss, strike 2. So 0-2 now quickly for Jaden Sheffield. Ethan Serrano, your man on deck, and if necessary, Matthew Gibberti in the hole. As the batter, Jaden Sheffield, faces 0-2. He's 1 for 2 coming into the at-bat. Here comes the pitch. That one misses near his ankles, ball 1. Count is now 1-2 for the left fielder, Sheffield. And to any of the Yankee fans out there, final score, New York Yankees 4, Los Angeles Dodgers 1. That's the 2nd straight game that the Yankees have won at Dodger Stadium. And can we appreciate the fact that Aaron Judge made that remarkable robbery through the fence? Exactly. I didn't get to see it, unfortunately, but hearing about it and reading about it, it was something to hear. As 2-2 is the count now coming to Jaden Sheffield. Here comes the pitch. That one pings him in the back. My goodness. So that's an HBP, make it a BB for Jaden Sheffield. He stays 500 on the night as Ethan Serrano comes up to the plate. In my stats, he is 0 for 2 on the night. My first plate appearance, I don't know what he did. I'm not going to worry about it. He filled the count, so I'm going to assume a strikeout, but I'm not sure. Not going to worry about it too much. He popped out to short the 2nd time. Just been told he flew out to 7. As Sheffield will round to 2nd off of the steal. And that was an unfortunate event for Jacob Bennett behind the plate. And lost the ball, thought it went up in the air, but in actuality, it went behind the plate towards Charlottesville's dugout. So Perkins sets on the mound, looks back at 2nd, and will deal the pitch. That one this time goes in the air. And my goodness, Jaden Sheffield rounds to 3rd on a 2-0 count. That's 2 straight times where Jacob Bennett has lost the ball. One time he thought it went in the air, and it didn't. The other time he thought it went in the air, and it did. But Jacob Bennett, I've got to give him credit. He's done a heck of a job behind the plate tonight, not letting a lot of things slip by him. And if they have, it hasn't been costly. Here comes the 2-0. That one misses, ball 3. So Ethan Serrano getting a taste of the cool life as he sits 3-0 with a runner staring his back. The 3-0 comes in and will be called strike one, as I just realized that I haven't been keeping count on my board. And he will cut and miss on that one, strike two, as it kicked me out for some reason. My apologies there. So from 3-0, he now goes 3-2. So he went from cruising down the highway to getting stuck in traffic as the payoff comes in, misses for strike three. That will do it. On a bit of an unremarkable swing, it's a forwards K. The final score, Charlottesville 11, Culpeper 1. Charlottesville gets back into the win column. Culpeper back into the losing column after a almost third consecutive 10-run game. We will take a sideline here for a brief post-game coverage. Stick around with us. We'll be back in about 3.5 minutes on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network.
Design Options Incorporated is a proud supporter of Culpeper Cavaliers baseball. At Design Options, we provide architectural services for custom drawn residential and commercial plans at a reasonable cost. We provide architectural services for custom house plans, commercial projects, renovation and additions, and garages, barns, and stables. We pride ourselves in helping every client design their project to perfectly fit their needs. Our finished product is a construction plan guaranteed to meet the permit requirements of Virginia. To get in touch with us today, call 540-825-4656 or visit their website at designoptionsinc.com. Thrivent is a Fortune 500 diversified financial services organization providing advice, investments, insurance, banking, and generosity programs and solutions so people can make the most of all they've been given. It's our mission that makes us unique. At Thrivent, our goal is to help Christians be wise with money and live generously. This means we have a different mindset about finances. As a financial associate, Gretchen Franti, who is your local Thrivent financial associate, will work with you to provide comprehensive financial guidance that reflects your goals and values. Whether it is helping you with college planning, retirement income planning, or protecting loved ones, together we can develop a financial strategy that helps your money work for you. Call Gretchen's office in Rixieville at 540-937-3525 to learn more or schedule a meeting time. Path Recreation and Fitness Center is a proud sponsor of Culpeper Cavaliers baseball. Our full 27,000 square foot center is open with multi-sport courts, batting cages, a fitness area, activity rooms, and more to serve all your recreation and fitness needs. The fitness area offers classes for adults and children, strength and cardio equipment, a functional training room, and kids corner child care. Stop by 19002 Crossroad Parkway for a tour and see how the center can serve you. Thank you for voting us Best Fitness Center and Community Center in the Culpeper Times Best of the Best 2023 campaign. For more information, call 540-825-0000 or visit pathrecreationandfitnesscenter.com. Path Recreation and Fitness Center. Find your fun. Find your fit. A member of the Culpeper Wellness Foundation.
Bragg's Corner Properties is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Located just off major highways Route 29 bypass, routes 3, 15, and 17, yet close to shopping centers within town limits such as Culpeper Colonnade and the Center at Culpeper, Bragg's Corner offers a great place for an entrepreneur to start a business or for an existing business to expand or relocate. Bragg's Corner is home to some of your favorite national chains and some of the finest small businesses in the area. Bragg's Corner is ready to help make your business transition into this ever-expanding commercial area. Enjoy the freedom to start, grow, or expand your business today. For questions or to open your lease, visit Bragg's Corner Properties online at braggscorner.com. That's BRAGGS corner.com. Bragg's Corner Properties, where business meets success.
The Cavaliers fall in another 10-run loss as they fall to the Tom Sox 11-1 here in what was a rather rough fourth and fifth inning for them. on defense as the Tom Sox scored, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times to go from a 4-1 game to an 11-1 game. And the Cavaliers only picking up 1 run in the second in the form of a Charles Crawford single, soon rounding home. Although the 4th inning turned out to be the turning point for the Cavaliers on defense, they ended up playing a good game up until then, which is basically what we saw on Friday when the team lost 12-2 to the Front Royal Cardinals. They played a good game up until around the 4th inning. Well, I take that back. It was up to about the 6th inning, and on defense, you could just see where the Cavaliers were falling just a tad bit short. And this one, unfortunately, came up almost the exact Friday night's game. So the Cavaliers fall to 1-3 on the season. The Tom Sox improved back to a 500 record of 2-2. And that will basically do it for our post-game coverage here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network. However, we'll go over the quick winning and losing pitchers. So the winning pitcher appears to be Braden Halliday, as he started and pitched a pretty decent game up until he was taken out. The losing pitcher will be Johan Franco for the Cavaliers. Fans, we hope to see you on Wednesday as the Cavaliers will host Newmarket, followed by hosting Covington on Thursday the 8th, the 7th and the 8th, I should say. The 7th Newmarket, the 8th Covington. After a day off on tomorrow and then a game at Purcellville on Tuesday. Again, we thank you very much for tuning in to tonight's game between the Culpeper Cavaliers and the Charlottesville Tom Sox. The Charlottesville Tom Sox are victorious and back into the win column since their 4-2 loss against the Turks last night. The next game, again, will be on Wednesday here at Culpeper County High School. We will hit the airways for that game at 7 o'clock for a 7:30 start time. Again, we thank you for tuning in. We hope you tune in for that. The Culpeper Cavaliers would like to thank our 2023 sponsors: All Install, Battlefield Auto, the Battlefield Area Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Bragg's Corner Property, Cedar Mountain Stone, Cherry Street Building Supply, Wade Schicks Chrysler Culpeper, City Light Baptist Church, CM Contracting and Consulting, Culpeper Battlefield Tours, the Culpeper Rotary Club, Culpeper Wood Preservers, Design Options Incorporated, Integrity Automotive, Jefferson Home Builders, Mountain Run Winery, the Path Foundation, Path Recreation and Fitness Center, Peak Roofing, the Law Office of Robert C. Hudson, Sean Smokehouse Barbecue, Settle Excavating and Construction Incorporated, The Supply Room, Gretchen Franti at Thriving, and Express Copy and Graphics. The Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball is presented to you on air via YouTube Live, the affiliate of the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network. This live stream is copyrighted by the Culpeper Cavaliers, the Valley Baseball League, and our affiliates on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Radio Network. The use of any copyrighted material in all forms of media without the expressed written consent of the aforementioned organizations is strictly prohibited. You can find game and player stats from tonight's game and all of the games in the 2023 season by visiting the Valley Baseball League's website, valleyleaguebaseball.com. You can follow the Cavaliers all season long at Culp Cavaliers, that's C-U-L-P Cavaliers, on your favorite social media platforms: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and of course, on YouTube. Once again, your final score from this evening's game: Charlottesville Tom Sox 11, Culpeper Cavaliers 1. From Culpeper County High School, this is Cameron Whaling saying so long until Wednesday.
Do you have a child that dreams of being a baseball star of the future? Why not sign them up to learn from today's best of collegiate baseball? Your Culpeper Cavaliers will be hosting 2 separate camps that go over 4 fundamental areas that baseball players experience throughout the game. With the instruction from the camp, your child will learn fundamentals between fielding and hitting and pitching and catching. The fielding and hitting camp will run from Monday, June 26th to Tuesday, June 27th. This camp is open for children ages 6 to 17. The pitching and catching camp will run from Monday, July 10th through Tuesday, July 11th. This camp will serve children from ages 8 to 17. Camps run from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. on their respective dates and are held at the Culpeper County High School baseball field, home of the Culpeper Cavaliers.